And welcome back. We good? Okay, and welcome back. And where we left off last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, we had kind of a bye week. Our group had jumped into the Feywild after ending things in the Ferelden map. And now they are journeying through the Feywild, intent on defeating Solace Drowborn, the Warden of the Fey. Their first stop is the Warriors' Playground, a place Kale visited some time ago and had a bit of an experience or two. And in this Warriors' Playground, just like in many places in the Fey realm, the rules are a little different. And what they quickly learned is every question can be a wager, and every wager is for 10 gold. Meaning you have to choose your words very carefully. Additionally, they were asked the question, are you servants or are you soldiers? Are you servants or are you warriors? To which they all replied that they are warriors, including Dimkin, who is not with us. From there, they were asked, what level of warrior are you? Low, middle, or high? And we had Alaric, the squire of Sana, say he was a low warrior, with Yosara, Kale, and Dimkin all saying middle, and Sana and Iris saying high level. So with that, we're going to go ahead and kick things off as the party is confused, out of their element, and was taken to the holding pit where the new fighters come before they fight their first match. And what they've gathered is, it's kind of Fight Club rules. If it's your first night, you have to fight. And so with that, Alaric, being the low warrior, was called first. And we're going to kick things off with you guys sitting in a small, dank, almost dungeon cell, but you're not shackled, you're not in prison, your items haven't been taken. There's just a plain bench and a lowly servant there giving directions for people. Just outside of that is a large sand pit with several chest-high barriers, chest-high walls. You guys can kind of see it, and it is bright, it is sandy, but where you're staying is a little bit more removed. Outside of that, you hear the roar of the crowds with 300 to 500 people all yelling, shouting, cheering, and you continuously hear, accepted, rejected, accepted, accepted, oh man, as you get the feeling they are gambling on everything. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and drop in, the arena map. There it is. And we're just going to go straight to the gladiatory battles as Alaric is called first. Alaric, confused, nervous, looks at you, Sana, with the shrugging look as the small boy servant just goes, out here, go, go, quickly. And Alaric shrugs, looking at you for guidance as he slowly pulls his sword and goes, oh, okay, here goes nothing. And as he walks out, a large gate falls, cutting him off from you guys. You're unfortunately unable to see anything, but you can hear the crowd. And with that, you hear the thunderous voice of the leader of the group silence the crowd and say, excellent! We have our first of the new fighters! And what is the new fighter's name? There's silence in the crowd. There's silence everywhere. You hear Alaric, is that me? Yes, son, what is your name? Your fighter name, what's your warrior name? Al! There's silence for a second, a couple of snickers in the crowd, and you hear the large warrior at the top go, welcome Al the warrior. He's trying out today, and he will be up against number 17. Who's 7? And then you hear the crowd go, ooh. And the warrior, you can hear his billowing voice go, short chops! I didn't know you were 17! And Alaric goes, Sana, it's just a little girl. As Alaric pulls his sword, Sana, am I supposed to fight a little girl? She's like 15. What do I do?
Alaric, it's the Feywild. You're gonna have to fight her, and you're gonna make sure she doesn't kick your ass, Sana yells over the crowd.
Yeah. And from there, Alaric just goes, "Rah!" And the large announcer goes, well, I guess you're fighting. Good luck. All right. There's silence for a few seconds, followed up by some clanking. After a few seconds, you hear Alaric go, "Oh shit! Ow! That hurt!" Rah! He throws back into battle, and there's metal on metal, followed up by a girl screaming, not a high-pitched girly scream, but a deep, but still very young and feminine grunt of pain as she seems to have been cut. There's slashing, bashing, and then you hear the girl scream loudly and Alaric go, "Oh shit, I cut off her hand!" The crowd silence for a second, and the announcer simply says, "Well, don't just stand there, finish her!" Alaric goes, I'm not killing a little girl. And that's when she just goes, "Oh yes, you will." And there's a sound, and Alaric screams as there's a thud. A few minutes later, the crowd just goes silent, still silent. Few people kind of do that slow clap for a second. And Alaric goes, I guess I won! Sana, that was really weird. She ran into my sword.
Alaric, just come on back.
And as he goes to go back, the little boy goes, No, you're a warrior. Go into the crowd. Get some beer. Alaric just goes, okay, I'll see you guys in the crowd. Alaric walks away.
Towards the earlier part of the fight, I'll kind of look up at Kale and say, "Are we supposed to have fighter names?"
Accepted. Yes.
What? Wait, then what are you gonna go by?
10 gold, please. Nah, just
As
kidding,
you
Dimkin.
are supposed to have fighter names, Dimkin, you now are required to give 10 gold to Kale.
Oh. Got it. That's how that works.
Hey, sorry, Dimkin. I was just testing the waters here, trying to figure out how everything works.
I'll hand him 10 gold.
Kale, do you accept the gold?
I do. I mean, you might have been sleeping the last when they explained the rules, but there's 3 rules here. Number 1, all wagers are binding. Number 2, all wagers are 10 gold pieces. And number 3, all wagers are final unless forfeited by the challenger. So, that's the rules.
The little squire boy goes, okay, which one of you is next? Who's the mid fighters? Or are you guys going out as a pair?
Oh boy, that is an interesting question.
What was that, Yusara?
We can go as a pair.
Y'all could go as a triplet.
1s or 2s?
Oh, dang.
I'm fine to go alone if you two want to pair up.
Sona, do you want to pair?
Remember, Yusara, if I have to pair with anyone, it's going to be Iris, because I said I was a high level.
High class, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chance I could jump into y'all's ring.
We'd have to ask. It's going to cost us some gold, probably.
Yeah, I have a feeling everything's going to cost us some gold here, but If your life is gonna be on the line, I'd rather you be with me than Iris.
Well, that's fair. I was planning on
Goes
fighting
good. I'd
alone.
rather fight alone anyway.
Spoiled brat, Sana says to the side. I was planning on fighting alone, but if you want to come up to the higher tier with me, we will fight together, and Dimkin and Kale can fight together.
I
I'll
like
get
that
into
idea.
the question.
Okay.
Want to look at whoever is like around that seems like they're part of this arena, and say,
Oh man.
"I
that's-
missed out earlier. I'm a high-level fighter, warrior, thing.
The little squire boy goes, "What? You want to fight in the higher class?
Yes."
Oh, okay. I can. Okay. I'll see what I can do." And he runs away real quick.
So Dimkin,
Comes
Kale.
back a few seconds later. Yeah, they don't care. They just want to see fighting.
That's kind of what I figured. Checks out.
Alright, so Kayla and I will fight together then? And
Sounds
we'll
good, buddy.
tackle whatever's thrown our way, I guess.
Okay. So the squire guy goes, "Okay, you guys are fighting as a pair?"
Correct.
He goes, Right. Okay, cool.
I'm
all right.
not super strong on
What-
my own anyways, so...
What are your fighter names?
Call me the Goblin Destroyer. Exploder. Goblin Exploder.
I
Goblin
guess
Exploder.
I'll go
Gotcha.
with... a ball biter.
Hey. All right. All right.
Hey, buddy, but before we leave, Mr. Squire Man, will Ballbiter get the first hit in the fight?
He looks at you and goes, "Accepted, no."
Yeah, that's fair.
But ball biter has better alliteration, so...
Ballbiter, I need you to get that first hit. Come on.
Kale, mark down that you're in for 10 on Ballbiter getting first hit. Just drop that in chat, just so you know. All right. Go ahead and, for funsies' sake, one of you roll a d6. Oh, nice. Okay. So, as the plank goes up, the young Kai runs over and goes, "Ballbiter and Goblin Exploder." And the look from the other guy could cut glass. A few seconds later, the headmaster goes, "And the challengers, we have the Ballbiter and the Goblin Exploder." What? Oh, just Ballbiter. Go ahead and put one hand on your meat horn, the other hand on your meat horn, gentlemen. The crowd giggles and is clearly having fun as they're 3 sheets to the wind level drunk. And up against the Ballbiter, you know him, you love him, we have Brick and Gorty! As they
totally hate those guys.
as they step into the ring, it is a very, very large, oops, there we go, not gargantuan, very large bugbear. White fur, black and white fur, has a little triangular straw hat thingy on, very long spear beside him, and a shield, not wearing much else in the way of armor. The smaller one looks like a halfling. He's got a sword that glows a touch blue, but he also has a bow, and around his neck you see a singular ring. Kale, because you're you, go ahead and roll history.
While this is happening, I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. As you go to cast Mage Armor, nothing happens and the spell fizzles. Kale, you don't remember who these people are.
Never heard of them. Brick and Gordy, okay.
Oh dear.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Sana,
Come on,
So
Dimkin,
that-
roll well, buddy.
that ball, I can't even say that. BB, bet that BB wins.
Oh dear.
At this rate, it'll only take me 18 more rolls to do well. A 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Oh, dear God, Dimkin.
The dice are against us today.
Well, it looks like we'll be going in team order, with Brick and Gordy going first. Gordy runs over to Brick, and you just hear him say, "All right, Brick, just like we practice, same as always." And Brick goes, "Yeah, same as always." And as he stands up and pulls his spear and his shield, his arms are very long, and that spear is adding some additional reach. They then begin to move as a pair, with Gordy moving up and Brick moving up in tandem, and they stop just before the first barricade, doing nothing else. Kale, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to go into my starry form. I'm going to take on the...
And as you do, the spell fizzles.
Oh, no, this is not good. It is a melee only fight. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Dimkin, we are in bad way. Let's run! Kale's gonna start running the opposite direction.
You guys have the map?
Yeah.
Oh, is it not, hang on. There we go. Try that now.
I'm gonna try as, since the starry form failed, just as like to see if anything is going on. He's gonna try to do, just like produce a little flame in his hand to see if that also does nothing.
It does nothing.
Okay, so I tried to cast a spell and it failed. I watched Kale cast a spell and it failed. Is this just a massive sand pit?
Yep.
With barriers?
With chest-high barriers, you could... Well, you would be able to be completely submerged and standing, but Kale would have to duck down a little bit.
So there's no, like, rocks or anything like that, or...
Sure, there's a couple of small rocks around.
Okay. Then I will attempt to grab one of the
Throw a rock.
rocks, and I'm going to try to throw a rock.
Right. Grow distance is 20 feet normally.
Yeah, I know. I'm moving up.
Okay.
I don't...
Gotcha.
That's not... It's nowhere near close enough to actually hit with any level of accuracy. Yeah, it'd be at disadvantage, but I'm... at this point, if I don't have magic, that's the best thing I got. Would that be an improvised weapon?
Yeah, probably. So it would be strength plus... Are you proficient in improvised?
No. Well, no. So, would that just be a strength check, or would it be dex because it's a ranged attack?
We can make it dex. I'm fine with throwing being dexed. So,
Okay,
what is that, a +2?
For me, yes, it would be a +2. So, disadvantage, but +2. Alright.
As you do it, yeah, you go to throw and you just go, hey! And it like spikes the ground like 3 feet in front of you. And the crowd just erupts in laughter. It is so pathetic that even Brick and Gordy are nervous that this is just a show. It was that level of pathetic.
The dice are not in my favor.
Yeah. With that, Brick goes, okay, Gordy, yeet! And he throws Gordy, who lands, say, 40... Yep, he would land right there. Gordy gets up in a roll, or Brick completes his movement after he throws him. Gordy gets up in a roll, completes his movement, closes with you, and makes a single attack against you. But he trips and falls, landing prone as he was laughing so hard from your sad attempts there.
That Dimkin dropped.
With that, yeah, that counts as his... he would have 15 feet of movement. Okay, so he uses the rest of his movement to get up. and for his bonus action, dusts himself off and just kind of shows to the crowd that that was intentional. Looks at you, puts the ring on, and vanishes. He is now invisible.
Sana yells over the crowd, "Do you have any weapons besides magic?"
No!
Then run!
Dimkin, for your, as you saw this firsthand, do you want to go ahead and give me an intelligence roll as your reaction?
Yes, I would like to do so.
Or Arcana, if you prefer. I think.
Sona, I think they're fucked.
You know.
Okay, with that,
wrong.
you realize that magical items seem to work.
Yep.
As he had a magical item, but straight arcane magic doesn't seem to work.
I figured as much. Wait a minute. Oh no. No, I got nothing. I guess I'll just. I know roughly. Wait. Would I know that? Would I think to do that? I saw him turn invisible, right?
Right. And he used an item to do it.
Well, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm wondering.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a personal intelligence check to know if I would think to look down at his feet to see if he's moved.
I mean,
because I don't know if I would.
You know how invisibility works. You would understand about where he is, but he's going to be maneuvering on you, so anything would be made with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm tracking that. I'm gonna take my staff and I'm gonna swing wildly because there's not much else I can do at this point.
Make an attack against him. I think it'll automatically have in disadvantage because he's invisible.
What was that, Kale?
Hit him, Dimkin. I need that gold.
Okay, you know what? Just kill me now. I think that's of the 4 rolls I've made tonight. I think that's 3 natural ones.
What did we do? What did we do to the
staff? Again,
yeah,
you retain your footing, but it just makes a hiss sound. And now the crowd is worried that it wasn't a show.
Yeah, of the 4 rolls, 3 of them have been natural ones. That is insane.
It was actually, I think, Kale's turn first, but that's okay. You're a 3 and a 4. So, Kale, you are, we'll just say you're up.
Dimkin, I'm gonna leave you, buddy. And Kale's gonna run back in.
Okay.
And I have an idea. Might not work, but I'll let you arbitrate this.
Alright.
So, I have my magic item, a star map, and through that star map, I'm able to cast guiding bolts without using spell slots. I'm gonna try it. Don't tell me if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna try it.
Okay.
So, Kale will unfurl his star map and try casting guiding bolt on the only person he can see, which is Brick.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
Hey, there we go.
As you feel the power coming from the map, not the arcane energy innate in your person, it does cast. And misses. But it does cast.
We give it a try, then.
The guiding bolt goes flying into the crowd, and you see people dive out of the way, and everyone kind of looks at each other and goes, "That was neat! Do it again! Yeah, do it again! Yeah, come on, Goblin Sploder! Do it again!"
Kale looking for the crowd, just trying to, get them on his side.
And you hear someone in the crowd, "Is he gonna do it again? Accepted! Yes! Accepted! No!" And they're now gambling on whether or not you're gonna do it again. And with that, it is now Brick's turn. Brick moves up within 15 feet of you, Dimkin, and with his long bugbear reach and extendo spear, you see that spear thrust right at you. Something might be going on here as it nat ones, stabbing Gordy in the back, as Gordy is invisible, you just hear, Brick! I said, like we talked about, not like the last time. As a little spray of blood appears, and Brick goes, oh, sorry, Gordy, and then he flips the spear around, making a spear butt attack on you, Dimkin. This one does hit, as you're thwopped on the head. Not for a ton of damage, but enough to piss you off. And that will conclude Brick's turn. Gordy, who's invisible, you hear him maneuvering, and as he makes his attack at you with his blue sword, he becomes instantly visible. However, it's not enough to protect you as you take 14 damage from the sword, and as it is a critically aimed strike sneak attack of 21. Wow, that was almost perfect damage. As he thrusts the sword, you feel a crunching in your ribs, your back, and your shoulder, and the sword hits you right in the heart. The freezing energy seems to freeze your heart itself, and everything kind of goes black, and you hit the ground, unable to move. Dimkin is now knocked out. Kale, what are you doing?
Okay, this is delaying the inevitable, but I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality with my ring. It's stored in there previously.
Okay. Is that your spell storage ring?
Yeah.
It does work.
Oh, thank God I can do something! So it creates a healing energy radiating out from me in an aura of 30 feet until the spell ends. I can use a bonus action, so I'm going to give 2d6 healing to Dimkin.
Okay.
My sweet baby boy, Dimkin.
And as Dimkin comes back to life and starts moving again, you hear the crowd, boo! They're healing each other, cowards! Boo! And everyone starts booing you and everything you do. Brick and Gordy look at each other, kind of shrugging, and the person at the top just stands up and goes, no! A warrior would never heal another warrior. They would die in combat. They're clearly not warriors. Servants masquerading, take them away. And the fight is over. And you two are now taken and your hands branded with the symbol of a mop for a servant.
Hey, Dimkin, I'm sorry, buddy. I totally forgot that warriors couldn't use magic or healing. I just didn't pay that close attention to the fights. But, the servant life, it ain't so bad. We can make a lot of bets, make some money.
While that was happening, I have a question for me and Sona.
Go ahead.
Can I, right before we go in the ring, can I stick my packed weapon into the Hermes box I have with her?
Yes.
So that I can pull it out from her when we get in the ring?
As you go to summon your packed weapon, it appears in your hand.
Okay, I want to stick it into the Hermes box I have.
Okay.
Sona has the other one, so it'll appear with her and I can grab it from her.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna just heal Dimkin because my thing lasts for a minute, and it follows me, so.
And as you're healing him, you're getting dirty looks and just disgust from everyone who sees his wounds closing. And it is just the grossest thing they have ever seen.
Oh, yeah, laugh it up. It's natural. It's good.
So says the vegan at the barbecue. All right, with that, Yosara and Sana, are you guys going up?
Actually,
I'm just walk. Oh no.
No, we're gonna let Iris go in front of us.
Oh.
Okay.
Iris is another high-level person, so she's gonna go before
That's true.
us.
So with that, Iris can't wait to get this over.
Knowing that, I would have waited for the pack thing until after Iris was in the ring.
I get it. No worries. Iris goes out there, and the headmaster goes, "And you, beautiful warrior, what's your name?" She goes, "Dusk Hunter." "Cool! So, you gonna do something cool?" It's like, "No, I'm just gonna kill whatever you put in front of me." I like that. Someone give me a D6 for who or what Iris is up against. I'm gonna go with the 4 because I've already used the 1. Oh wait, she's on the high level. She is up against... where is it? She is up against... Oh, man. She is up against Shrek, the Lizard Man!
Shrek, the Lizard Man!
And in a parallel dimension, Kale / the player of Kale feels a slight pinch of remembrance. As that was actually one of my characters from a previous campaign. And Shrek and Iris go to town on each other. There is slashing, there is clashing, there is fighting, there is biting. After a few minutes of just heavy grunting from a lizard and screaming and yelling from Iris, you hear a heavy and the crowd goes, "Oh, Shrek won! Shrek!" And a few seconds later, you see Shrek throw the head of Iris across the map from what you can see. Iris has been killed by Shrek.
Now, just for clarification, Iris is permanently dead now. Correct?
With that, I am removing her from the combat tracker. Yosara and Sana, you are up. The little steward goes, "Tell me your fighter names."
The lost one.
The lost one. Okay. Is there a lost 2 and a lost 3? Accepted. No. Ha!
Did...
Your own challenges.
Throat cutter, Sana says.
Throat cutter. Throat cutter, that makes sense. I could see that. Okay, I will let you go. Okay, go.
We would have, as Iris was dying, we would have done the box pack weapon thing then.
Yeah.
No worries. Oops. So, Throat Cutter and Lost One, go ahead and give me a D6 roll to see what you're up against. Okay. Oh, I need one more, sorry. Brick and Gordy were a tandem. Okay. So with that, you see the headmaster roll a couple of die and goes, "And fighting these two, we have Kratos! You love him! You fear him!" And this giant 7.5-foot tall behemoth Goliath with dark gray skin and red eyes, wielding 2 what look like very heavy, jagged long swords with large flaming chains tied to his wrist. There's a little blood dripping from that. He flips these weapons and you see fire dripping off the end of it. And alongside him is a small, nimbly looking creature. And the announcer then goes, "And fighting beside him, we have one of my favorite, Luck." Nothing else. And the small, looks like some sort of a human halfling, large green ears, bright green eyes, just stands there wearing a long robe, long brown robe, dirty, very unassuming.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Oh gosh.
Indeed. Go ahead and roll initiative as you are now up against Luck and Kratos. Ooh. Well, looks like we're in team order again.
Sana immediately turns to Yosara and says, I'm taking the big one.
Luck and Kratos look at each other, and Kratos just charges into battle, and he gives this horrendous as he does, and you see his eyes flare, and he starts flaming a little bit at the wrist where the chained weapons are tied to him. He runs 20 feet from you, Yosara, and makes 2 attacks on you. Hang on. Sorry. Makes 2 attacks on you as these heavy metallic weapons drop from his hands, are thrown out in your direction. The first one hits. The second one hits. You take some decent damage from those, but as both of those slash into you, you feel them kind of latch into your flesh, and you feel yourself being pulled upwards. Give me a strength saving throw.
Alright, no, I know you won't believe me, but I rolled that and it was slightly off the board and it was a 20.
So you just rolled dual 20s? As he goes to throw you up in the air and throw you off balance, you just quickly rip back and the blades pull out of you. You're hurt, you're bleeding, but whatever he was trying to do has completely failed.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Was his attack magical based?
Kind of. Why
Would
do you
I
ask?
have resistance to it as a Yuan-Ti?
Technically no. That would be an ability. So he was not using a magical attack like a fireball. With that, Luck runs into battle all the way up to you, Sana. And as Luck does, he pulls out this short sword and it starts to glow a greenish color and begin dripping with what looks like fire. He makes an attack with that sword directly at you, which you parry easily. He makes a second attack with that sword, this time making connection.
That boy can move.
But its damage is basically negated. And he has no bonus action as he used a key point. Step of the Wind.
He's a halfling monk, guys. He has green flame blade. He's gonna beat us.
Sana, you're up.
He's gonna what? Yosara? What did you just say?
I just said that, not Yosara.
Oh, okay.
Yosara wouldn't know any of that.
Sana has reached in the box and tossed the weapon. This is done before she actually starts her attack. Over to Yosara.
We'll say that was done right as they were doing the announcements. That's fine.
Yeah.
You catch the weapon, no problem. There doesn't seem to be any ill effects.
Good. All right, Sana is going to have her longsword and shield out as she'd just been defending herself. So she's going to roll on Luck, who's right in front of her, because she doesn't have to move.
Yep. As you swing, he is a nimbly little squirrely guy and just dodges out of the way. Remember, you're level 5, so you get 2 attacks if you want to take a second one.
Might as well.
The second one, nat 20s. As he goes to zig and you zag, catching him directly. Go ahead and roll damage.
Divine Smite.
It fizzles.
No, that's impossible because it's not actually a spell. It's my ability as a paladin, and it's action and effect. Why would that sizzle?
I believe it is arcane in nature.
What? That makes no sense.
Divine in nature.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to give you that. It would be divine in nature. Go for it.
Okay.
As divine magic is different than arcane magic in this place.
Okay, so I put Divine Smite on him.
Okay.
And then I roll for damage with my longsword, right?
No, wait. You put divine smite on yourself.
Oh, I did it wrong then.
No worries.
That's wrong. Okay, hold on. So I put Divine Smite on myself.
There you go. Now it's on.
Okay,
go ahead and roll damage.
Gosh!
As you slash into him, there's a huge explosion of green and red blood. That just about killed him. The crowd goes nuts. They're cheering you on. They're just like, yeah, throat cutter, cut his throat. Fuck, I love you, but fucking die.
Oh my gosh!
Bonus action?
I thought that was my bonus action, because that was my second one. Or is this my bonus action?
No, as 5th level paladin, you get 2 attacks per attack action, and then a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Bonus action, which is separate.
So,
Don't think you have any attacks you can use for a bonus action.
So I can't use my longsword, or just punch him the fuck in the face?
You cannot.
Offhanded with your shield! Punch him in the throat!
I don't really think you have any bonus actions right now. Looking, I don't see anything.
Healing might be sometimes. Some spells are bonus actions.
Well, would my,
Don't heal!
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it, but would lay on hands actually be able to work in the arena, is my question.
But that would be an action, not a bonus action.
Right, so I don't have anything that would be a bonus action, I don't think.
Okay. Then, are you moving?
Yes. I move to stand in front of Yosara.
Okay.
And as I do this... Oh.
Yosara is shit. While you do that.
Why?
You are moving?
No.
Okay.
I'll just stay where I am and contemplate my existence, because Yosara is giving me the evil look of death of don't do anything but kill him.
Okay. Yosara, you are up.
I am gonna walk up my happy ass up to this guy, because now he's next to a combatant, and I can get flanking and a combat advantage as a rogue. So I'm gonna stab him with my pack weapon.
Okay. So that would be with advantage. And since you have advantage and
Let me move it to a
everything, I
different
mean,
place
that's like,
and drop it so I can click advantage first.
okay.
Yosara just gave me the evilest look a second ago to not move. Sana's just kind of contemplating resistance right now.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak. As you stab him in the back, your pinpoint attack hits him just right. He just looks right in your eyes, Sana, smiles and goes, "That was pretty good," and falls down completely dead. Yosara, are you doing anything else?
I have a little bit more movement. I'm gonna try and get to Sona's other side. So
Okay.
here.
All right. And are you finished?
I think that's my entire turn.
All right. With that, luck has been defeated. Kratos, seeing blood in the water, charges in for the kill. He gets about 10 feet from you, Yosara, and he throws one of those heavy weapons directly at you. 14, that hits.
Can I, as a sentinel, because he's within 5 feet of me, take an attack of opportunity
He's not
on him?
within 5 feet of you. He would be outside of that as he has range.
Okay. He's just 10 feet within Yosara, and she's behind me, so that's why I was wondering.
I gotcha. He hits you directly, and that is enough to take you down. His second strike hits you. That's basically an automatic. It's automatic critical, I believe, if it's a melee strike, and you're unconscious. So that would be 2 failed death saves. As he retracts his weapons, he squares off against you, Sana. What are you going to do?
Gonna attack him.
Okay.
I mean, because I can't do anything at this time for you. Sorry, can I? Just out of curiosity.
There's different things you could do if you wanted to.
Okay. Out of character. Healing wise, you have spells, you have potions, you have divine abilities.
If you want to heal.
But what is that? See, I think I don't understand, like, the death throw. Like, death saves, like, that's...
If you fail 3 death saves, your character is killed.
So I'm at 2 because he got a crit hit. If he hits me again while I'm unconscious, it counts as a crit. That's 2, and I'm automatically dead.
Okay.
So if you, to just baseline explain everything, so I'm not trying to be biased, you can do a healing spell that would heal me and save me from death saves. You could...
Condemn you to a life of servants.
It would condemn us to servants. You could feed me a potion that you have or a potion that I have, and that would be either an action or bonus action, depending on whose it was, and that would heal me. We don't know if that would count as servants or not, because it's not magic, but it is healing. Or you could just attack him and save me to the luck of I have 1 death save left.
Okay. So, but I have 2 actions and a bonus action as of right now, correct?
You have one. If you attack, it's all of your action, and to heal her would be your action. So it's either attack or heal.
But you said
You don't have bonus action healing.
The action, when you attack as an action, you get 2 attacks, so 1 action.
Yeah.
Alright. I hope this doesn't get fucked up. Sana is gonna immediately move to be, like, right up in front of him.
Okay.
And she's gonna attack him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh, damn, that missed.
Swing and a miss. Second attack. Dropped it on him again.
No, I did. No, I thought I dropped it on me.
You. Never
Yeah,
mind.
two
Sorry.
Sana.
It looked different. Yep, you're good. So as you hit, you feel your divine smite and slash into him, doing some pretty damage. However, you see, some of it is resisted.
Ah, okay.
The physical portion, as he is a barbarian raging.
Gotcha. He's a barbarian raging.
And with that, it concludes your turn. Yosara, death save.
Never having had to do this before, how do I drop it on the tower?
You should just be able to pick it up. Where it says save SF, the dice to the left, and then you drop it on the tower on the right. I mean, you've got 2. You can roll it on the board if you want.
Yeah, I guess.
Added drama, we'll know if you're alive or not. Still alive. With that, Greytoes moves over beside, squaring off against you and looking down at poor, laying, injured Yosara. He just nods his respect approval to you, Yosara, and goes, "You fought well," instantly throwing a knife into your chest and killing you in the ring. Go ahead and put yourself on mute, as your character has been killed in a gladiatory battle. He uses his second attack to attack you directly, Sana. And it misses. Sana,
Can
you
I
are
use Hellish Rebuke immediately in a reaction for a creature that
If he
attacks
hits.
me? No, only if he hits.
It's
okay.
I always forget. I think it's only if they hit.
Damage. It's only if I take
Big
damage.
Yeah. Melee damage.
Alright, well, I'm close enough to attack him, right? I don't have to move any closer.
Yeah, you don't have to move. That hits. Go ahead and roll down. You got a second attack too if you want it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll attack again then.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage twice.
Okay.
You can only smite once if you do it.
I'm gonna roll damage first time.
Okay. Nice. And as you slash into him, doing more damage than it probably should have, but it's only one. He's starting to look pretty worse for the wear. There's a big ear-to-ear grin on his face as he's cut, he's bleeding. He's loving this. He goes back into full-on attack mode against you, swinging 2 strikes. First one hits, second one hits. You'll take 2 hits with that. As the fire wraps around you from his weapon, you do resist the fire damage. And you're not actually... He's got minimum damage on those. So you actually don't take a ton. Give me a strength saving throw as both of his metallic daggers hook into you, and you feel yourself being lifted off the ground slightly.
So I just roll strength on the board? Strength on the board?
DC 14.
Now you can roll Hellish Rebuke.
Yes, now you can roll Hellish Rebuke. I think he gets a saving throw, which...
Oh, sorry, hold on.
If he passes this, he's still alive. That's why it matters. Which he did. He is at 4 HP.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
It's only 1.
Okay.
Sana, you are up. Oh, that's because he was unconscious. Hang on. We're gonna re-roll that one because he was not supposed to be unconscious. There we go. Try it again. As you make 2 attacks on him, he's weakened, he's bleeding. First one misses, second one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. I think you're actually out of those. I counted 3.
Okay, well, how do I get rid of it?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. He has 2 HP. You kill him, so just roll damage. So, as you swing your sword, he goes to block high, you strike mid, just cleave him directly in half as you basically maxed your damage. This giant 7-foot-tall Goliath then falls and is suddenly 3'5" and 3'6" and 3'6" as he falls down in 2 pieces with his legs going one way and body going the other. As his bifurcated body looks up at you, he smiles and goes, it's been a while since Luck and I have been defeated together. Nice job. And he falls down, dead to the rights. With that, you look down and to your heart breaks slightly as you realize Yosara is dead. Not revivable dead, not healable dead. She is dead as a large metallic hook has gone straight through her midsection. Big chunks of her ribcage are exposed and you can see organs. None of them are moving. A few seconds later, you hear the crowd go, Kratos lost? Luck was beat? Oh my god, we want to meet the Warriors! And the large man at the front just goes, Roach Cutter, come, you drink with me tonight. This is a moment of celebration. I haven't seen Luck and Kratos defeated in a long time. Come, have some mead, and we'll talk about today's victory. So with that...
Before she even, starts walking, she actually picks up Yosara's body with her sword sheath and her shield on her back, and she's cradling Yosara's body to her chest as she advances towards...
And the crowd looks at you weirdly, and all of a sudden 2 little squire people run out and start grabbing the bodies and body parts, dragging them off, and as 2 people nag on your shoulder to grab these bodies, the body of Yosara, it is Kale and Dimkin, as they're already being put to work as servants, giving you a chance with the deceased Yosara.
Son, what the hell happened?
Yosara was killed. Sana says as she turns to look at them. What are you two doing?
We'll bring her back. Let's bring her back.
How?
Can we? I don't know how
do
we
the
can.
thing you do. Put your hands on her.
Lay my hands on her now.
I think
as
it's
you
a
guys
little,
are-
I think it's a little. I think it's a little late for that, Kale.
Why are none of you freaking out?
The only reason I'm not freaking out right now is because for some reason I feel like there's a way that they could bring her back. And I need to know if they can bring her back.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Will she be revived? Baiting someone to take this.
No one's paying you any attention, servant. They are instead pointing, directing, and going, throw the bodies over there in the pile. And in that pile, you do see the head of Iris and the body of Iris at opposite ends of the pile.
Sana turns
Shouldn't
and
have come here.
looks up to the leader who had been motioning to her and says, do the warriors get revived, whether they've lost or not?
The crowd kind of goes silent. And he goes, accepted. Death here is a little different. But there's a good chance you will see her again very soon. Come, have some drinks with me.
Sana tosses the gold and says, swear it.
I don't swear anything to you. And the crowd starts to laugh.
Then I will not enjoy
one more
a drink
outburst
with
like
you.
that, and
We'll get-
I'm gonna go ahead and give you
Sana.
a bath.
We'll get this taken care of. Kale and I don't know how yet, but we can get this taken care of.
Sana just has this
Those
really...
two servants, you may have them tonight. Instruct those two servants to entertain our warrior this evening.
Take her.
Pointing to you two, Kale and Dimkin.
Sana gently hands Yosara over to Dimkin and Kale and says, you take her and you make sure that her remains at least are still with us. There has to be a way for her to come back to us. I failed her and I don't want to do it again, Sana says. A very, very serious, face like stone.
We'll do what we can.
Her body will be anointed in the oily flesh of the forest beast.
Kale, I love you, but that's not helping right now.
I will do
I
my
thought it was
best to drag her
No,
body
no, you
away.
will not drag. You and
Oh,
Kale will live
like-
together.
Dimkin,
Sana just,
grab
points
her
her finger
feet.
at
I've
you.
got the shoulders.
You will not
Okay.
drag her body away. You will take it together and then come back to me.
Roll. Give me a charisma roll. We'll go with Kale. You can have advantage to see how respectfully you can do this.
Is that charisma?
For me
I
or
guess.
for them?
I don't know. I'm just for them.
Oh, okay. She's not that big, guys. Come on.
What kind of
It's-
roll is this?
Yeah. You're able to respectfully carry her as opposed to just dragging her by whatever body part you can grab, leaking organs and juice everywhere. It is, again, it's respectful and diplomatic in the way that you gently toss her body onto the hunk of corpses.
Oh, great. They
I was
tossed it.
silently crying the whole time.
Yeah. As you're silently crying, you feel a smack on the back of your head and like, hey, work faster! As you both are then put to work cleaning up the blood and scraping dirt over the blood stains. Meanwhile, Yosara, you've been invited up to see the
Wrong
headmaster of this whole
Sana.
thing. God damn it. Sana, you have been...
The corpse has been
Requested.
invited.
Okay. Sana, with still a quite grim expression, walks up the stairs to have a drink with the person that seems to be in charge.
This is a very large man, broad in chest, metallic armor, looks kind of samurai in nature, sloped helm beside him, spikes all over it, spikes on his arms, very silvery spikes that could shred things, like those kind of spikes. He sits there, mead horn on one side, just laughing and having a good time, and then he looks at you and goes, "Ah, throat cutter! Have you ever seen fights like this before?" He pauses and you hear someone in the background go, "Accepted! No, she hasn't!" And he looks at you expectantly.
And then Sana says, "Accepted. Yes, I have." Because I have.
They all kind of laugh.
Because I don't know.
Yes, you cannot accept a challenge that has already been accepted, especially if you're the one that the challenge is based off of. The headmaster gets 10 gold from the guy in the background. They go, "What did you see? Accepted, it involved a dragon. Accepted, it involved leeches. Accepted, it involved mermaids. Accepted, it involved mermen."
Sana literally looks at the people that have yelled random creatures at her and just rolls her eyes to the ceiling, just almost praying to the divine intervention of these accepted random questions that are being yelled. And she says, "Dragon."
Not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
I don't do those tongue things, no.
And suddenly a few people pay the guy 10 gold. He goes, "Oh, yeah! Oh, you fought a dragon! Accepted! No, she didn't! She lost! Accepted! Yeah, she did! She killed it!"
Two different times. The dragon lost both times.
You're muted.
You cut out.
I'm mute.
I didn't hear
cut
you.
out.
Oh. Okay. How about now?
Better.
Did you kill the dragon yourself? The man in silver armor says.
I killed the one controlling the dragon. Thus, killing the dragon.
Fuck the dragon! Bet's a wash, everyone! Bet's a wash, and you just hear, "Ah!" as they shrug their shoulders. Well, that was quite impressive. Luck is one of our finest warriors, and Greytos, he's no slouch. He has not been beaten many times. Very impressive. Where did you learn to fight like that? Accepted, she's a monk. Accepted, she's a wizard. Accepted from the mortal realm. Accepted from...
I learned to fight in the Fey realm and became a paladin upon arrival into the mortal realm.
Who hit? No one. That's a wash. That's a wash. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you're here. Accepted. No, you're not. Ah, it doesn't count. In any case, have some mead, entertain yourself. Today's festivities are going to be quite interesting. We have a few more very fun fights tonight. And tonight, you will be able to share the room with whomever you choose of the servants. Speaking of which, someone find her a room. Okay, that is good to know. I'll watch my mic. So with that, one of the servants comes over, who's not Kale or Dimkin, and escorts you over to a nice hotel-looking shack. It's got 4 walls, it's got a roof, got a bed, it's got some food in there, and it's got an entire cask of ale. You're welcome to chill here or watch a few more fights.
While Hale and I are being tasked around, very briefly, I will attempt to summon Minx. Am I able to?
Yes, you are. Minx does appear.
Okay.
Um,
And I'll dismiss him so that nobody is drawn to the attention of a snake wrapped around my neck.
Sana immediately grabs a flagon from the room and proceeds out the door, searching out for Alaric, where she last saw him in the stands.
Okay. Alaric is surrounded by some very large warriors of very different styles. One of them, a heavy Orcan man with multiple axes. Another one, a much smaller warrior with a long sword. There's also a very strange-looking, crustacean-y almost creature wearing very little armor, but a few spikes and some strange things. There's a woman wearing a long orange dress with a bright orange hat. She has hammers and strange weapons and tattoos all over her. Alaric is trying to laugh with these people, but he is completely out of his depth as you see him, as you're walking up, grabbing fistfuls of gold and handing it to people almost routinely, as you get the feeling he is being scammed relentlessly.
Sana immediately strides forward and grabs Alaric's hand, which has a clump of gold in it. Al, what are you doing? Sana says.
Oh, I owe him 10 gold.
Oh?
The creature holds out its hand, 6 fingers on it with long, black, craggly fingernails.
Sana turns and gives him a very questioning look, but doesn't say anything as she continues to hold Al's hand, stopping him from handing over the gold.
Okay.
Basically waiting for him to say something.
A long moment goes on, and someone goes, okay, I bet he cracks, I bet she cracks, accept it, and they're betting on which one of you cracks first.
And Sana just continues to hold Al's hand, and in fact, she takes the gold out of his hand and just holds it in her own and looks at him, not saying a word.
And as you pull the gold out of his hand, it reappears in his hand, as you're physically unable to take his gold.
And Sana just smiles and does it again, just for fun, and just waits.
And it teleports back to his hand.
Yeah, and she just keeps doing it now, just waiting for him to say something. Just like starting to kind of be amused, even though she's really pissed off at life right now, and just is like waiting for him to say anything.
The creature remains completely stoic, awaiting its payment.
And Sana is just waiting to just, hear what he has to say about why he's paying it. Not even saying a word, just, waiting.
And as you two square off, Alaric breaks, of course, and goes, I made a bet and I lost. I didn't realize I made it, but I made it, and now they say I owe the gold and I need to pay it.
Sana looks down from him. And she turns really and kind of squares up to Alaric, and she goes. And then she takes her hand and does this. Hoping he understands that from now on he's not allowed to say anything per her orders.
Someone goes, I got it. That's the sign of the throat cutter. Yeah. It's badass, throat cutter. Badass. And then they all start mimicking it as if it's like your sign or something.
Sana just closes her eye for a second and then turns and looks at him. She takes Al's hand and just shakes it. And holds it over his hand, but doesn't let him let it go. Just waits to see if the creature will say anything.
It does not speak.
Sana then nudges Al, lets him drop the gold, and then rips him out of his seat and proceeds to march away, still not saying anything.
As you walk away, you just hear the creature sort of clicking sound of a...
And she turns back, just smirks and winks, and then continues to walk away.
It nods at you respectfully as you walk away. The sun is now beginning to set as a few more fights have gone on, less interesting than the ones you guys were in. What are you doing with Alaric? Where are you guys going? What are you doing?
Oh, we're going back to the room.
Okay. And Alaric's like, I'm supposed to be going to a different room over there. It's mine, and they said I have a gift for me. I don't know what that gift is.
Sana just kind of turns and looks at him and just gestures and lead the way. Still not saying anything, by the way.
He goes over to the room. He's like, this is supposed to be my room. And as he walks in, now the sun is now just beginning to dip below the horizon and it's getting dark. And two very good-looking elven girls marked with servant on their hand are sitting there waiting for him, very scantily clad, and they just, as you both walk in, go, "Oh, I didn't know you were going to have company. Are you all here for the party tonight?"
Sana does a deep sigh.
Alaric goes,
and
Anna, I don't feel right about you staying, but I'm scared if you go, I don't know what to do.
Sana is literally just probably about to murder Alaric right now.
They said I fought well. I mean, I hear, Sana, would it be wrong if I said, can you go?
Yeah, no, that would be wrong. Sana finally breaks. Because I need to talk to you, and at this very moment, they're a distraction.
And with that, the sun has completely dipped below the horizon, and Sana, you feel strange. Very strange, as in you cannot keep your eyes open strange. You literally just feel so tired. You lay down on the floor, and as you're laying down on the floor, physically tired, mentally exhausted, Alaric lays down with you with the two servant girls standing over, smiling. And that's where we're going to end your guys' story for right now. As for Dimkin and Kale, you guys watch as all the warriors go to sleep. And Kale, you remember, oh right, all the warriors go to sleep at night. Because, I mean, of course they do. We're servants. We have to work all night. And then from there, there's almost a nightlife that explodes with servants running around, resetting stages, sharpening weapons, putting things back together, refilling the mead. They're doing everything. Meanwhile, you guys are getting kind of pushed around, and you hear a voice, kind of a greasy kind of voice, who just goes, "Hey, you guys! You're the new servants, right?"
You'd recognize this greasy voice?
Yes, you do. It's the kind of greasy voice that crawls up your spine. This is not a janitor, though. This is the head of the servants, who is now directing traffic everywhere.
Well, where are we supposed to be?
You two, you look familiar. I've seen you before. Pointing to you, Kale.
Accepted. Yes, you have.
You're the one who escaped! And everyone looks and kind of snickers as he has just lost a bet. Immediately pulling out 10 gold and paying you 10 gold. Add 10 to your count. That slight will be remembered. See to your jobs. You two will clean up the blood in the arena. I'll talk to you more tomorrow.
Sure thing, Gresh.
He smiles. That's right. When I knew you, I was just a lowly janitor. Funny, now you're a lowly janitor all over again. Sometimes the world changes and sometimes it stays more the same. I'll be seeing you around, Flower. And he walks away.
They called me that. I kind of like it. I should just go by that. Dimkin, call me Flower, please.
Okay. I can do that. There are so many questions I have, and I don't feel like I can ask them here.
Oh, no, you cannot.
Oh, man. I guess there wouldn't be a place for us to have a conversation in private, especially considering
you could float some statements my way, and I can respond to those statements.
Well, the first thing is I know that magic works outside the ring.
Yeah.
That's not exactly something I expect you to respond to. This is hard. But I wonder if we'll get the opportunity to speak with Sana before the fighting tomorrow.
Accepted. Yes, we will. Just kidding, Dimkin. Just kidding.
That wasn't a question, though. What?
I know. I'm just screwing with you.
You know, that's his honest reaction. He's like, wait a minute, that wasn't a question.
So, I mean, that gives me a little bit of hope, and maybe we can work our way up to his position, maybe even higher than that. I don't know. Just like 3-4 years is all it's going to take, Dimkin. So let's go scoop some blood.
I don't think we have time to sit around for 3 or 4 years.
As you guys spend the rest of the evening scooping blood, you guys get no sleep. But strangely, as the sun starts to come up in the morning, you feel sleepy, like a little bit, but not like exhausted. And you realize you don't need to sleep here. But that also means you really don't get a break, as now you are back to working, and after a short time, Gresh goes, "You two will be serving bar today," and points over to where all of the ale and mead is. But before that begins, Yosara, as the sun comes up, you feel life back in your body. But before that happens, we're going to take it back to the day before. As you were fighting this Hulk of a Goliath, you felt yourself getting cut, wounded. Your body hits the ground. You're clinging to life, and right as he throws that large chained metallic object into your body, you felt life drip out of your body. And as the cold set in, there was a brief instant of comfort, and then right as that white light came flying at you, a familiar Fey voice of Titania screaming at you going, "No, don't give up!" And with that, your eyes flick open and you feel something in your mouth that immediately is disgusting. Oh god, it's not sexual, it's worse, it's a toe. And as you slowly get up, one of the dismembered legs of the Goliath was stuck in your mouth. You come to and you realize your clothes have been completely repaired. Your organs have been put back in. And as you slowly stand up, you just hear, "Motherfucker, I'm going to kill him!" of a 14-year-old girl. "Where's my axes?" Digging through the pile, grabbing her axes, like, he didn't even have the dignity to kill me with freaking dignity! I'm gonna kill him slowly, I'm gonna kill him quickly, I'm gonna kill him fast. As Short Chops walks away, clearly frustrated. The Goliath and Luck both stand up, stretch a little bit. Luck looks at you, Yosara. "Fight. See you around." Stands up professionally and walks off. The Goliath goes, "That was pretty good. I wanted to make sure you died with dignity, it being your first time." He pats you on the back. "You let go down that quickly in a long time. He's pretty good at this. We'll see you around, Yosara." Or I'll see you around the lost one.
Yeah, yourselves. Nope. Sorry. Yeah, you were good. Take a shower though. But okay. Bye.
Shower. He looks at you very worriedly. "What do you mean, Dave?"
I'm still brushing my face off. Well, your feet did not taste great. Just saying.
A dirty joke. I like you. All right, I'll see you around. Maybe we'll fight later on today. We can do it again sometime.
You know, you're not that bad of a fighter, honestly. If you ever want a different partner, if Luck's bored, come by me.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh, Alex,
Whatever. What is going on here? All right. I am not sure. I'm going to double check. It says Samsung.
not really.
Not that better? Better or worse?
Can you move it closer to you?
Is that better? Play with my sensitivity. Alright, how's that? Is that better? Okay, how's that?
Even softer.
Okay, how's that? Better?
Sorry, stream.
How's that? Alright, that's all I got. Alright, well, I will be looking into replacing my mic. It is in front of me.
In front of you and face it entirely.
Yes, how's that? Talk right on. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, if you ever need another, if Flock's ever bored and you want a different fighting buddy, come find me.
I'll never need it. Sometimes I like the company. See you around, little one.
I'm doing
Excuse me. Lost one.
That's right.
He walks off.
Where the fuck am I?
As you do that, you hear accepted. You're in the loser's pit.
I calmly hand over 10 gold to whoever just said that.
Luck grabs it without making eye contact, just walking right past you. And with that, Iris comes up beside you. Did my head get cut off?
And I, without question, accepted. Yes, it did.
She looks at you and goes, but like seriously, and then like 3 other warriors go, yeah, it did. And they kind of nod. Oh. And she pays you 10 gold.
Come with me, Iris.
Okay.
Not
She's walking, kind of doing this nervously as...
Yeah, fully have no idea where I am. Still walking just without asking anyone.
Yeah, and as you kind of walk for a little while, you realize this place is actually not very big. You have the fighting pit, you have the stands of the fighting pit, you've got a couple of support pits, you've got where the bar is and a couple of other places that the servants hang out and can do a couple of things. And that's kind of it. There's really not a ton of places to walk. And then the housing for the warriors.
Can I walk to the servant area?
Okay.
I'm going to hold out 10 gold. I say, where is the one that they used to call Goblin Exploder?
And
Accept it, right here.
You get like 5. Accept it, right there, right there. And they're all pointing at him. And Grish just goes, that one, and points to one of the servants who grabs your gold very quickly.
As long as Kale finds me from saying that, I don't care.
You're back! Oh, thank God. Kale's gonna run up and hug Yosara.
As you run up and hug Yosara, one of the other servants goes, why is a servant hugging a warrior? And someone goes, accepted, because they're lovers!
We're friends!
No, that's a wash.
I just grab Kale's hand. I look at him and do this. I grab his hand. And I look around to see if I can see Dimkin.
From behind the bar, I'll sort of point at you and cast message, so you hear it in your head.
And as you
Down
cast
here.
message, it fizzles.
It fizzles.
It fizzles.
What spells work and don't work?
Oh,
I do not ask that out loud.
Thinking, I think it's an after hours only sort of thing, you know, at the after party.
So I see him behind the bar, and I'll walk over and grab my other hand onto, like, Dimkin's shoulder or something, and just start walking out of the servant area with them.
I'll try to resummon Minx.
And Minx appears. No issue.
I'll dismiss Minx.
Minx goes away. No issue.
I look at both of them. Sona's here somewhere.
We saw her headed towards her wherever the winners go. We kept hearing some of the servants say that they have a space for them, but we don't know exactly where it is.
And we're going to put a pin in that for 10 seconds, just because this is a perfect time. As you and Alaric wake up on the floor, Alaric just goes, "Oh God, we did it! We did it! I did never. Was I good? Wait, what happened?"
And Sana literally says, "Motherfucker," and punches Alaric away from her. And she stands up and she just pats herself down. She's like, "We didn't sleep together, idiot!" And she immediately turns and stomps out the door.
And as you go to walk out the door, there are no sexy clad servants in here. All of your items, as you inventory them, they're all there. Every single gold you had from the day before, it's all there. And you are now walking amongst the town with most of the traffic headed towards the bar as warriors start coming in and demanding drinks.
Do I have all my stuff?
What's that? Yes, you have everything. All of your inventory is still there. You have not lost anything.
And Sana...
As you summon your packed weapon, it appears no issue.
And Sana, immediately seeing everything's kind of back to the way it was pre-fighting, yells, "Alaric, get out here! Let's go! We've got to find the others!" And she screams it quite loud, by the way.
Now that all of the warriors are awake, that Kale and I are extremely busy.
As they start,
both of you, like a hand on each, dragging you with me.
As they see a warrior walking around with two servants, you get a couple of eyes, but then you just hear one of the people go, "Sex thing? Accepted, yeah." And they look at you guys for a response.
As soon as I'll nod at the first person that says that, but after that, as soon as anyone asks, I immediately say, "Accepted, no."
Fair. Go ahead and add 20 gold to your account, as that happens 2 more times in your 30-foot walk.
Kale is trying to sell it by, just, being all like, ooh.
The first time after that happens, I'll say accepted no. The second time, just for shits and giggles, I'll say accepted maybe.
Kale goes bright red. If it had to happen, I suppose it'd be nice if it was with some friends who I felt safe with. So, maybe.
Any of the servants, and I look at Kale and I say, "Are you a virgin?"
And right then, Alaric goes, "I know, right?" As he has just walked up at the perfect time.
At that, I'm gonna whisper to myself. I'm not gonna say it out loud. It's like, "Accepted, yes."
And as Sana comes up, she goes very bluntly, "Accepted, yes." Like, no preamble. And then she looks at Alaric and goes...
And Iris goes, "Accepted, yes."
No, that's where it gets weird, Iris. Only one of us can be involved, and I'd prefer... I don't know, I guess if you want to be involved, that's fine.
Accepted. No, she doesn't.
And Iris doesn't say a word. Her mouth's so open it could catch flies. She's just like, "Not even if I could kill myself afterwards and come back. I could not kill myself. I'm out." And just walks away, clearly flustered by this, headed straight to the bar.
I'm glad you're not dead.
And then
Fuck you.
Sana immediately, upon realizing that Yosara, Kayla Dimkin that's standing in front of her, grabs Yosara, like, up off the ground and, like, picks her up and just holds her. It is just like, I was praying after you fell that this would happen and that you would come back. I was praying so hard that the realm would bring you back because of what he said. Because he said they had lost before. I'm so sorry for letting you die on the field.
Sona, you did not let me down. You gave us a chance to push through and stay warriors and come back. We're here, all right? You and me, we're good.
And she just kind of gives her like a squeeze, not like a hard one, but just enough to know that like she's whole and like there in front of her, and then she sets her back down.
You get a very awkward, like, starts out like awkward, doesn't like hugs kind of thing, and then as you keep squeezing, just Reptile takes over and kind of nuzzles into warm for a second, and then you let go.
Yeah.
And as you guys do that, you hear a heavy, "Can I have one?" as Brick, the large bugbear, has his arms out wanting to hug you.
Me?
Yusara. What's that?
Is it me or Yusara that he's asking this to?
Yusara, he wants to hug Yusara. Are you defending or hugging this giant bugbear?
Accepted. Yes.
I said accepted you can, and I'm giving him a hug and taking 10 gold.
Oh, okay. As he hugs you, he goes, "Oh, best 10 gold I've ever spent." Welcome to the Warriors Playground. You guys were so good. Oh my god. Fuck, that was amazing.
You guys are incredibly stressful, but thank you.
Stressful about it. We just like go in there and like stab each other. It was fucking awesome.
Accepted. It's stressful because we didn't know I'd come back.
Wasn't a wager?
You said
New people humor. You're not as smart as those bugbears, so you know, I get it. It's okay. He pats you on the head. What was that?
he did ask a question. He said, "What's stressful about it?"
10 gold. He goes, oh, okay. And he hands you 10 gold.
Buy your own petard.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, I'm gonna go get drunk and wait for the fight so I can go kill some more people. Come join me. I'd love to fight with you one time if Gordy will let me.
We might drink with you. We'll maybe see you later. Have a good time.
Can't hear you. It like completely cut out.
Okay. Bye-bye. He walks away.
Okay.
With that, what are you guys going to do as now you're all together-ish, except for Iris, who's getting pounded at the bar, drunk at the bar?
So.
Those are very different things.
Yeah.
What kind of bars do you go to, Dimkin?
I don't know.
We are all healed.
I don't go to bars.
We are all healed. We are all here. We should all leave. Sana states very clearly.
Yeah, I don't know what what's keeping us here, right? Can are we just jumping? I mean, this is a good opportunity to make some gold, but I don't
know how to leave. Where
we have
and I
keys.
don't know where we are going.
We have keys, Dimkin. Keys to.
Hey, Dimkin, you remember we got those tuning forks? You remember? You were there.
Oh, yes,
You're
of course.
there.
Of course, I remember.
We did kind of map out a plan with the rough map we got of the Feywild of how to hop between places.
We picked a number of ways to get to the heart of Silas.
And as you guys are discussing this, some people come over and look at you, Kale and Dimkin. Hey, get back to work. They're lining up at the bar. They're waiting for you guys. Go, 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 go. And you are...
okay. We'll be there in a sec.
They're shouldered like by the collars, and I say, "They're serving a warrior right now."
Doesn't look like serving. Let me... Okay, I'll get Garish.
They're serving 2 warriors, Sana says.
I really don't want to pull this card, but if we really need a private place to talk, you guys could pull that card. As I look over at Kale.
Kale starts taking off his clothes.
And Sana proceeds to have a light bulb moment. She actually grabs Dimkin, puts him on her shoulder and starts marching to her room. Just like, yeah, nope, he's serving a warrior. And she immediately starts walking with Dimkin on her shoulder, just like going straight into her room and like grabbing Alaric on the way, just like dragging him with him.
As you get to the room, it does not open for you. It's almost as if it's magically sealed. And the word over the door simply says, winner.
Ah.
It resets every day.
And Sana places Dimkin on the floor and says, well, this is about as private as we're going to get for now.
Fair.
Should we... Heading out seems to be the best option. Requiring weapons from here does not seem to be the right thing to do.
We could fight again, if wanted. Apparently, losing doesn't prohibit being involved later. We could just jump now.
I'll fight again if that's what you think is best.
I think we just need to find Iris.
Yeah, we got to do that, but I also think there's got to be something here that we're missing. Something. Well, we need the artifacts, right? Isn't that what the lore hunters asked of us?
Yeah.
Bring back artifacts.
Let's go talk to Grish. By talk, I mean nobody else should ever talk. But let's go get near Grish.
Also, don't touch him. He is really greasy, like personality-wise, but also physically. People here don't bathe, and Gresh is the greasiest of them all. So, if you can avoid contact,
bathe. People look at you nervously, and all the servants kind of scatter, running away.
What's that about?
They're afraid of water.
Dimkin, you have prestidigitation.
I don't know if it'll work, but yes, I do.
Try it on me.
I'll attempt to cast it to clear away the...
It fizzles.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
had a feeling that would happen.
But you're also mostly clean, as if somebody wiped down, the exposed parts of your dead body.
That sounded gross.
Not having access to the majority of my magic is quite concerning.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I do not like it here at all.
I don't either. Hang on a second, though. And I'm going to summon my pact weapon again. Does it stay?
It does.
I think I wasted those boxes, but thank you, Sona.
We still have the boxes, do we not? I thought they were...
You used one.
Ah.
I used one.
I did not understand what you did with those boxes, but I liked it.
Alex?
Yep.
I only used one? Okay.
Yeah.
Sana says, if we want to fight, we can fight. I have no issue with it. Kaelin Dimkin can try and find a way for us to retrieve a weapon while we're here.
Oh
dear.
Lost one.
She might have had some issues.
Dimkin, let's recon, buddy. Let's we're the help. Nobody thinks of watching what they say around us. So let's go serve some drinks and then do what we got to do. Keep your eyes peeled, buddy.
Okay, I think I can give it another day.
Okay. Are we fighting together again?
I don't believe Kale and I will be given the option to do so.
Of course. Yosara?
Yes. I'm down to fight together again if they'll let me. I haven't got the same mop brand they do, so I assume I still count.
I believe you're a warrior because you died a warrior's death on the field.
And when you look at your right arm, right hand, you do see a sword on your hand, marking you as a warrior. Dying in battle is honorable, so long as you put up a good fight.
Alright, Sona, I'm down to fight together again. We should talk some tactics between you and I, since I can't use some of the magic I have. Actually, hang on a second. Can we find like an open area for me to practice the thing real quick?
Sure. Yeah, as you're walking around the winners' huts, Shrek immediately opens one as he's covered in blood, getting the feeling that Shrek just won a fight. The fights have already started. What's that?
I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast him as soon as the opportunity arises.
You're gonna Eldritch Blast Shrek?
Sure. I just want to see if the Eldritch will work.
Go ahead. Roll attack.
Just on the chat?
Yeah, just on the chat. It's already done.
The chat range is a lot smaller than I expected
to be. If you just double click it, it'll work. Oh, you're still knocked out. Hang on. What? Oh, there we go. Let me fix that. Go ahead and reroll.
No. I think the 12 is okay.
I rerolled, and I'm still getting.
Final time. I got it. I did the wrong one. All right. Now try for reals. No disadvantage. Yeah, with that you do Eldritch Blast Shrek. It comes out, flies in, hits him, and suddenly everything goes quiet. Shrek just looks at you. You attacked me when not in the pit? And immediately several other warriors run over to you. What kind of attack is that? No! This is not okay! This is not our way! And someone goes, she's new, she didn't know. Shrek goes, fine. Give her a bath for a day or two, let her think about it. And with that, you're immediately grabbed. Your arms are tied behind your back, and you are ushered away.
Hold
on! Hang on. First of all, I did say accepted only on accident when he asked if I attacked him.
That's true. And as you're ushered away, Shrek pulls 10 gold and places it in your bound hands, and it seems to warp into your gold purse. Add 10 gold to your person as you are drug away in chains.
And Sana just yells, a bath? A bath? Oh my gosh, no, Yosara! And she starts to laugh, just trying not to.
Shrek goes, well, technically it's a bubble bath, but not the kind of bubble bath you want. And
Bubbles! Sana says.
Away.
And just like holds her head. She turns to Kale and goes, I need.
What does that mean, Shrek? And I hold out 10 gold in my bound hands as I'm being dragged.
Now I'm actually a little worried.
And Shrek just goes, oh, keep that gold, it'll keep you sane. And he walks away.
I have sanity?
Bath times, how, you know, the torture goes on for the rest of the day?
Shrek goes, oh, probably pick her up either tomorrow morning or the morning after. Whatever they decide.
Oh. And then Sana just kind of almost pouts. And kicks the ground. Not fair. Not fair. Alaric!
We gotta find a way out of here. Sana's starting to lose it.
I'll look over at Sana and say, I guess we're staying another day anyways. Do you think you can win another fight?
And she kind of gets this twitchy look and goes, I can win whatever fight I get into. She gets a bath. I have to kill something. And then she about faces, looks at Alaric and says, you either fight and kill, or you become a servant. Choose.
What kind of servants?
Yeah, that's not a question that I'm going to answer because you're fighting.
Okay.
There wasn't a yes or no Or what's the third option? This was, you're going to go in the ring again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to kill.
Okay.
And become a winner.
Yes.
And you can go straight to your room and enjoy your prize if you win.
I will. And he pulls his sword and runs towards the ring.
And Sana just hands on her hip, nods as she watches him runs away.
We're going to skip 13 minutes in the future as Alaric's body is being dragged into the pit.
And Sana Sana just shakes her head as she walks up to the squire. That was faster yet slower than I truly thought it would have been. My turn?
Slower than I was expecting. Faster than I'd hoped.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Which is what he was hoping for that night. With that, yeah, Yosara, are you fighting? Sana, are you fighting? Yosara she's getting bath. She's getting a bubble bath.
She mouthed, "I'm sorry," as she was carried away, and Sana just had this look of pure, I'm so frustrated. Sana says, "The throat cutter is ready to fight."
Okay. With that throat cutter, go ahead and give me a d6 roll. You might have to re-roll depending, because I only have so many of these. We'll just go one more. Let's see, who would that be? Okay. So with that throat cutter, you are fighting alone on this one. And with that, I have given you a long rest. And as you get into the ring, you hear, "All right, everyone, we have the throat cutter. This will be her second fight with us, and up against her, we have the Hunter of Men." And it is, in fact, the creature from the day before. And this is a large... This is a large creature, not mammoth, but a little bit larger than you. Had the spikes all over it, and as it stands in there, it widens its base, and you see two sharp claws extend from its right wrist. You hear that same clicking sound as it squares off against you.
And Sana,
roll initiative.
As she's preparing herself, she just nods at him, recognizing him.
It lowers its mask, covering its face, and charges into battle. As it gets just a few feet from you, make a dexterity saving throw as suddenly a blast of red firelight comes flying at you. Yeah, that's a failure.
What? Seriously?
An 11? Yes.
Well, it's not like I know what I was up against. Huh?
Yeah. That 11's a failure. As you take 16 fire damage, yet you should have resisted that. I thought you're resistant to fire, right?
Correct.
Okay. As you take 8 fire damage from that, this blast seeming to coming from the creature's shoulders, it stops a few feet from you and squats down in a very defensive position, ready to accept your barrage of attacks.
So as an opening, I'm going to go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke on it, since it attacked me first.
Okay. I think that's melee only, actually, now that I think about it. It was not technically a melee attack, it was a ranged attack.
Well, it just says being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
Alright, I always get that wrong. Okay, go ahead. It is? Okay, yeah, that counts. As you return to your Hellish Rebuke, fire comes flying out of you, licking at the creature. It's a few burns, but, not too bad.
He's fire resistant as well.
It succeeded on its dexterity throw.
I gotcha. Sana's gonna advance straight up into his space.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, just right there.
There you go.
And he's gonna attack.
Make the attack with disadvantage. As you go to attack it, its defensive posture makes him much more difficult to hit, in spite of its large size. The first attack misses. Second attack with disadvantage. That one hits, regardless of his attempted parrying.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate Smite.
All right. As you feel that energy pulse through you, given to you by your divine patron, go ahead and roll damage. Your sword glows and slashes directly into it, cutting through its flesh, and you see a bright green glowing blood spray across the battlefield. The creature falls back and roars a much higher pitched roar than you've heard before. I think that's it for what you can do, am I right?
Can I activate my divine sense on it?
I don't think that is a bonus action. In the presence of strong, evil, noxious odor. Yeah, this thing is fairly evil, although it's not a fiend per se. It would be close to a fiend. We'll call it a fiend.
Okay.
Fiend from another realm.
Okay. And then I'll just square up. Ready to be attacked, I guess.
And with that, the creature in its bonus action vanishes, completely disappearing.
Interesting.
Then reappearing right behind you a couple of nanoseconds later, it makes a strike directly at your back. However, even with advantage, you manage to block it with your shield as you are just faster than it. It makes a second attack against you and gets its claws locked into your shield, pulling it off balance, preventing it from being able to take a defensive stance. That's it, yep. Your turn.
I'm gonna attack with my longsword.
Okay. As you return slashing at it, the first one misses. Second one.
Oh my gosh. Missed twice.
Misses. The crowd is now more amused or bemused than entertained, as this is now turning into a dance recital. The creature takes its turn. Unable to turn invisible again, it makes a dual attack at you. The first one hits. The second one hits. As that first one hits, its second attack catches you completely off guard. And you do take a sneak hit from that second attack. And as that second attack hits you under the ribs into the armor...
Hold on. Okay. I'm just really confused. You've hit
What's
me
that?
3 times. That's what I'm wondering.
If you take 2 direct attacks from him, he gets a sneak damage. It's not an attack, it's straight damage.
Of course.
An Inquisitor. No, what is it?
Yeah, I forgot what they're called, but I did pull it from that, where if they hit twice, then they get their secondary thing. And with that, Sana, you feel the life draining out of you as the creature, guiding you to the ground gently, rubs your head, walks over you, arms up, and just lets out this horrendous... And as you feel the life drain out of your body, you feel a sense of calm come over you, and what should be cold rush in, for you it's more of a warmth than a heat, and for a split second it feels comforting, and your mind travels to another part of the Fey realm, where you just hear voices, familiar voices to you, voices from your past, just saying, "Help."
What did they say? Because I did not hear you at all just now.
Help. H-E-L-P.
Okay.
And with that, you feel the life drain out of your body as you have been killed in the ring. With that, Alaric and Sana have been killed in the ring. Kale and Dimkin. As people are frantically running and grabbing drinks and all of that, are you guys attempting to tend the bar?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to shape a little bit of the water in that beer to see if it works.
It fails.
Drat. Sorry, boys, I can't put on a show. Normally, I have some cool bartending tricks, but
I got a show for you. It's called Show My Handsome Mead. Give it to me.
Okay, here you go. Drink up.
And Gresh just goes, you think you can serve the rest of them?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
he says
like,
that I'm basically walking across the table with a giant jug going, pour.
And Gresh goes, accepted. No, you can't. You will not be able to serve them all today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try, though.
Okay. Well, when you fail, that'll be 10 tonight. Told you I'd get mine back. And he walks up behind you.
Gresh, eat my ass.
Was that a question? Are you asking me to? Because for 10 gold...
Nope. Statement.
Well, just know that you're on notice. I will get the rest of your gold. And then, you'll become my servant.
And I will do unspeakable things to all of your flatware.
Everyone looks very confused. Fuck it. What's flatware?
Accepted. I don't know.
Light it up. What do you mean? And Gresh goes, flatware.
Hold on. What? Sorry, I totally blanked out again.
Gresh frustratingly goes, flatware means plates. And as you have accepted and did not know...
Alright, okay, you take your gold. But here's the thing about plates. The Feywild is a lot like plate, if you think about it. And we're just on one of them.
And they all kind of look at each other like, no, it's like dog bowls where they're all in like a circle and there's like 15 dogs and, you know, they all want to drink out of different bowls and if you're not careful, you'll get scooped up.
Stupid. You're stupid. It's plates.
Dog bowls.
Hey.
Dog bowls.
You see, I always thought of it like plates with a slice of cake on it, and each cake is a different flavor.
One of the warriors smacks you in the back of the head and was like, more beer.
Right, pour.
Oh, okay.
As you guys go through that, the day goes by mostly unnoticed for everyone except for Yosara. Yosara, as you are taken to the bathing zone, you realize there's a part of this place that you hadn't discovered. It's very unassuming and looks just like a normal part of the exterior wall. But as you walk up to it, it's just kind of a hidden angle where walking around that they take you in shackles out to a dock. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, my own voice cut out. While we're walking, can I attempt to cast a spell on myself to see if it works?
What are you gonna cast?
Protection from evil and good.
Okay. It casts just fine, as your face spells seem to not be under the same restrictions. And as they take you out to this dock, there's a metal cage that they immediately throw you in. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say something. Your hands are then tied to different sides of the metal cage and you're unable to move at all. The cage then has a metal chain put on it and you're simply just thrown in the water. And as the cage sinks to the bottom of the lake, you see several other cages there. And what's your constitution?
I'm understanding now, okay.
That kind of a bath. Got it.
So after Let's see, your constitution is 2. So after 2 minutes, you start to feel the panic, the pain, and the fear of drowning. After a few more minutes, even, I'm not going to make you roll for it because it's not going to matter, as you struggle, the panic and the fear, and suddenly the water rushes in as you can't hold it back any longer. And there you drown in that cage. And in that instant, just before death, you hear your patron, your goddess, Titania, again say, "What is happening? I thought I lost you." And then immediately you wake up again underwater as it is now morning. Panicking, struggling, you see bubbles from several other of these cages. And you imagine what it looks like on the surface, but suddenly, instead of drowning, you feel yourself being lifted up, and just as your head comes across the water, you see the bubbles from at least 24 other people still in the cages, reaching the water, and the small pond has a slight bubbling surface to it right as the light of the sun catches it. And as they pull you onto the dock and take you out of the cage, you feel a cold chill as you see several other chains from at least 24 other cages. Some of them look extremely rusty, like they have been there for a long time. And with that, you're led out of the cage, and the warrior standing over you says, "We wanted to make sure you knew the consequences of breaking the rules. Next time, it won't be just for a night."
I hold out 10 gold because I know I'm about to ask a question. What did they do to be here so long?
Oh. Keep the gold on this one. Well, let's see. Most of them have attacked somebody outside. Several of them are servants who just weren't very good at their jobs. Let's see. That one let somebody out of here. Someone owed some money and didn't pay it. And, oh man, yeah, this one over here, this was a big upset. So this one's called the Kurgan, and he pulls a chain. This one freed a servant who owed money. I mean, who does that? Anyway, that was one of our best warriors.
I once again pulled out 10 gold because you told me to keep it on that one, but I'm going to ask another question. Is there any way to get them out of here early?
Yeah, pay their debt.
Like time-wise, not just money-wise?
Well, I mean, the servants, we just leave them in there because, I mean, who gives a shit. But, let's see, we've got, looks like about 4 warriors in there who have all done different things over the time. They're only in there for, let's see, this one's 2,000, this one's 3,000. Oh, and this one who let the servant out, it's 10,000, so.
Good to know, thanks.
You could pay it in lots of gold. I think it's 10 gold per day, but, you know, it's a lot.
Wait, 10,000 as in days, not gold?
Yeah, 10,000 days. I mean, this one's at 1,500, so pretty soon they'll be out. They're like more than 3/4 of the way there. 10,001 still has kind of a while to go, though.
I appreciate you telling me that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I will walk away calmly.
The fighting pits. Looking forward to challenging you. I mean, I'm mid-range too, so, you know, maybe one of these days I'll work up to, you know.
We'll see.
I will take the hit as we are bartending, because, you know.
Yeah, you bartended for the entire day. Yeah.
I will put out the question, has a servant ever been allowed to fight in the ring?
And everyone kind of gets quiet for a second. Yeah, all of them. And none of them scored a hit on their first day by their servants.
That's how they became servants. I was talking about after they'd already become servants.
Oh, and one of the servants goes, "Accepted, no."
And I'll toss them the 10 gold. Interesting.
Well, did I do it? Did I serve everybody?
Give me a... We'll go a charisma roll on this one. DC, we'll call it 15. You did not. And...
Did Dimkin?
Oh, charisma?
Gresh, yeah. Gresh takes 10 from you.
No.
Dimkin did not. He actually did pretty bad at his job and got thwacked on the head a lot by the warriors. One of the warriors pats you on the back.
What can I say? It's the scar.
One of the warriors pats you on the back, Dimkin, and goes, if I win today, I might put your name to the test. And to your relief, you see his body later on in the day in the pile of bodies.
Put me to the test? Is that what he said?
BB.
Biter.
Oh. Gotcha. I was like so confused.
BB.
Yeah, it's alright, Dimkin. Some things go over my head too. Multiple intelligences and all that.
Alright, with that, Yosara has been let out of the cage. Sana is back from the dead. Iris meets you guys in the bar. Clearly she won. Alaric is back from the dead. And you two spent all day serving in the bar and then cleaning up the blood pits. You guys are now back together and can now decide on what you want to do. And I think now's a good time for a couple-minute break.
Okay.
But I am anxious to see what you guys want to do from here.
We gotta get that warrior out.
What? We should fucking leave.
Oh, she's a badass. She took the bullet for Kale by letting him out.
Oh god! Oh, Kale, the one with the longest sentence.
Yeah, I was here, and then I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to leave, but she helped me leave. I think she took pity on me.
Wait. Okay, so Yusara has told us about the bath. Thank you for that.
Explaining the bath. The one with the 15,000 day or whatever sentence.
You said 10, I thought. I thought it was 10,000 years.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, 10,000.
Can we just sneak in and free him without having to do this honorably? I mean, I don't want to keep fighting if I don't have to. Sana says.
I mean, we could, but the chance of us getting caught and sitting down in that water for X amount of days is really high.
Well, what if we take them with us?
Here's my thinking. Gresh said that he would, as a punishment, make me his servant. I'm starting to think that maybe that's where I need to be. I feel like that's going to give me more access to information or something. So, maybe I lose a couple of bets to him.
I think we should just get out of here.
Kale, how much money do you have?
250 big ones.
Alright, how about you lose most of those bets to me and Sona, and Dimkin, and then you lose your last couple bets to Gresh.
Oh, okay, so I lose all my money to you.
Where you can get it back safely.
Oh, that's very smart, very smart. Okay, is your name Yosara?
Accepted, yes.
Is your name Sana?
Through this
Accepted, yes.
150 times until we get all but 40 of your gold so that you can silently walk up to Gresh and ask stupid questions.
Okay, so someone add 240 or 210 to their inventory.
Okay, hang on. Before we come back, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a bite real quick.
I feel like we should share at least some of that with our DM. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
We exchanged info. Kale knows that he's the person who was allowed to escape, and feels guilty that someone is suffering because of that, and wants to bring them back. And so he's going to try to get in with Gresh he said Gresh said he would make him his servant. So that's the plan.
Hello.
Hola.
For the sake of time, we'll say that as Alaric and Sana come back to life in the morning sun, Yosara had her conversation and is now allowed to leave the dock/bathing area. You guys meet up in the same place you met, where she Eldritch blasted the Shrekinator. Even Iris comes out for a short time of one of the Winter's Retreat cottages, smiling ear to ear. So, who else had a great night?
Gross. Iris also accepted, not me.
Worth it. She pays you 10 gold.
I'm a bit tired, Iris. I was working all night. You know, the clock never stops for the servants. But anyway, Iris, we gotta talk to you. We are not gonna stay here that much longer. I got a friend.
This place is awesome. Who wants to leave?
Except us.
I do.
She hands you 10 gold. One more of those out of you, and I'm gonna challenge you to the ring.
I'm not worried about you. I've beaten you once.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes one-on-one, little tyke.
I actually think that might be an interesting idea.
Okay,
What?
I just got a big brain idea too. Go ahead, Dimkin, you first.
Dimkin, we're not going to be your show ponies. You don't get to bet on us.
No. That's not what I was thinking. What? And I will whisper it so nobody around can hear by. What would happen if one of you two challenged Kale or I?
Accepted. You would lose.
I was hoping to get to the tavern to ask if warriors can challenge servants.
Oh, challenge Gresh. Oh, he'd be the worst. But also,
I would want.
You could just kill him.
But if we're going for that, and Kale, if you really want to get your friend out, and you think that getting in Gresh's control is the way to do it, I would want to get you under as Gresh's servant first, and then challenge him, so that if we beat him, you become ours.
If that's how that works. We don't know if that's how that works.
That's fair. We don't really know how any of this works.
I think the best bet would be if we got him to wager Kale in the bet. In a bet for the battle.
We were told all wagers are 10 gold. I don't think you get to pick the wager.
That's fair.
The other idea I had, is if we did do a Yosara versus Sana slugfest, we could, script the fight ahead of time, and make a shitload of bets
You want one of us
and
to
just
fight so that we can
just clean up. Yeah, like I bet
think
that I'd
will
hustle.
this happen, and it does, and like I don't know. That might be too complicated.
I think that would be really dangerous to do with this kind of people. They're very used to watching fights, and I'm sure that they're used to watching staged fights. Or
I just had an idea.
Or at least can identify a staged fight. The reason I was thinking that you might be able to challenge us is it would be easier for us to leave if we weren't servants.
Get it? Challenging you would mark you as warriors, and if you died in a challenge, you would die as a warrior and wake up as a warrior.
Exactly. Even win or lose, we can.
Are there random people walking around past us while we're whispering?
A little bit. They're not paying you too much mind, though. They're mostly servants right now, as the games have just started to start. So the first winners have not started to walk over to the winners.
I will grab whatever servant is close by.
Yeah! Yes.
Can a warrior challenge a servant? I called out 10 gold.
Why would you want to? I don't know if that's ever been done before. Is this a he tries to run away.
This is not a trick. I'm just asking.
Maybe you could? Never seen it. Why would you want to? Because, think about it. If you won...
If you ask another question, I'm going to take your money.
Gresh wouldn't like that. Okay, I won't ask questions.
Can a warrior challenge Gresh?
Challenge Gresh? You could, but why would anyone want to watch two servants fight?
I did. Because it's fun, and I told you I'd take your money.
But is it fun to watch two servants? We need a judge. And
can I roll back a couple of sentences?
Okay.
What was it you said that why would the result of a warrior fighting a servant?
With that, he calls for a judge, and a few more servants come over, and he says, "Would it be fun to watch two servants fight? That's the wager." And they go, "No, that would be lame." You now have to pay him 10 gold, as they think it would be lame. And he reiterates, "Well, if you challenged a servant and you won, it's not a warrior's duel. And if you lost, you'd be a laughingstock."
I'll hold out another 10 gold, willingly waiting, because I'm going to ask another question of him. And I know the two judges are still there. Has a servant ever become a warrior?
Accepted, no.
I look at the judges.
Judges shake their head. I don't think so.
I hand him the gold.
And as you do, you go, "You're taking warriors' money?" And he's like, "She's just practically giving it away." Okay. And they kind of eye you guys and start swarming around you now, waiting for chances to get in.
Hey, we need to do a sidebar real quick. Fellow servants, I am one of your mop brethren. They need drinks. Go serve them.
You should do it.
That is a good argument, but I don't want to.
Sana steps up and says, No.
Persuasion.
I want you to serve me a drink. And she motions to the group in front of her in a very almost like, you will serve me, not these people.
And they look at each other, and one of them goes, "Which one of us?" And one of them goes, "Accepted me, accepted me, accepted me," and they all pick themselves.
accepted all of you.
And Sana just smirks and says, and doesn't say anything, but just kind of raises her eyebrows and like, hurry up. Whoever comes back first.
And they all run off.
And then
Very excited.
She turns to Kale and says, "Don't do that. There's enough chaos as it is."
I'm sorry, I had to clear them out. I had an idea. I don't know, this might be stupid. I wonder if a warrior could challenge someone taking a bath. Like, could you make a challenge against someone who's in the bath? Because if so, that's a shortcut cheat code.
Sana whips around, points at the judge, and says,
They've all run off. They're grabbing you drinks, yeah.
"Oh, well, did the judge grab me a drink?"
Yeah, all three of them. They were just servants. They're not. They were just servants. So you got to have at least.
Is a judge like a subclass of servants?
No, a judge is just literally anyone standing around who can answer the question and judge the answer.
Gotcha.
Anyone can be a judge.
If the person taking a bath is a warrior, I think we could maybe get away with it. Kale, what was the name of your friend?
Oh, I don't know her name. I just called her Coco.
Was that her fighting name?
Oh, no. I don't know what her fighting name was. I just called her Coco because she kind of looked like a coconut.
Kale,
You know.
it's important that we know what name was used for fighting.
Alright, Sana, are you down to fight for another day while we gather information? I will fight with you this time. I'm not going to be the one.
As you shrug your head and roll your eyes, your cheek is slammed by 3 beer glasses, spills all over you, as they're trying to give you the beer, like fighting for which one can like physically put it in your mouth or in your hand.
And Sana's hand just comes up and slaps and then holds it out. And grabs the first one that presses into it.
Sana, roll me a d6. 1 and 2 is number 1. 2 and 3. And the middle guy goes, yes! Yes! And he takes 20 gold, 10 from each person, goes, she chose me! And he walks off as this is probably the best moment he has had in a very long time.
And Sana, just holding it up, literally just starts bringing it to her mouth and just starts chugging. Just like chugging it down. Just like she doesn't want to deal with this. She doesn't want to fight. She's just like...
As you're chugging, you feel another one being pressed into your other hand, and you feel something on where your sword belt is as they're sliding a mead horn into your belt and like kind of walking away, trying to load you up with booze.
Oh, and Sana just finishing the glass, looks at Yosar and says, "I'll fight. Just 1 second." And she tosses one away, grabs the beer hut, and picks up the one in her left hand and just starts walking away while drinking. Just not even...
Or take them from her, because I've seen her get drunk before and I know I need her cognizant.
Mm-hmm. And Sana just kind of... I don't want to be cognizant, Yosara!
I understand, alright? I just spent a day drowning. Calm down.
Fine.
Do you think Gresh would know the name of the one that swapped you from the bath?
Oh yeah.
Alright, you remember how we talked about, or how you said he wants you as his servant?
Yeah. Let me. Okay. Oh, I got an idea. I know how to do it.
Yeah. Hey, how much money do you have right now?
40 gold left after you clean me out.
Oh wait, how much were we supposed to add from cleaning you out?
It's like 200 something. Yeah, 210.
Did you do that, Sona?
No, I can though if you need me to.
I will. I got it.
Okay. We got this.
Right. Kale, I need you to find Gresh. I need you to bother him 3 times. Only 3 times. Asking what that person's name was. And if he answers you, I need you to come back here. No more than 3, and don't talk to anybody else.
Okay, I can do that.
Can you do that?
I can do that. I gotta find Gresh and I gotta bother him 3 times, up to 3 times, about who let me go. What their name is.
Is what their name was. What their fighting name was.
Yeah. What's their fighting name? Okay.
No more than 3 times. As soon
No
as
more
you
than 3 times.
come back to us with it. And if we're fighting in the rink, then just keep your mouth shut until the next day when you find us, okay?
Can do, boss, can do. Find Gresh. Okay.
Look at Dimkin.
Find Gresh and ask him 3 questions. 3 questions about what's their name, Okay, I got this, I'm good.
Hey, Kale. Don't talk to anybody else, including Dimkin. Dimkin, please keep him honest, okay? And I just want to hand Dimkin an extra, 50 gold just in case this backfires.
As you do, it all disappears and reappears in your purse as you realize you cannot give gold to somebody.
Dimkin, ask me 5 stupid questions.
I thought you had to ask the questions and then I had to answer them.
Accepted, I think so.
Pardon?
Dimkin, are you living?
Accepted. Yes, I am.
Dimkin, do you have a familiar?
Accepted. Yes, I do.
Dimkin, are you short? Sana chimes in.
Accepted. Yes, I am.
And now Sana owes money.
Dimkin, do you have a scar on your face? Sana yells.
Accepted. Yes, I do.
Dimkin, does the scar match the other scars? No, wait, hold on. Is it my scar? Who matches my scar? Is it Kale or Dimkin?
I have one across my face, and I have one across my torso.
How does the carpet match the drapes, Dimkin?
Accepted. No, it does not. Those are awful colors.
Alright, well, you got 20 gold from me and 30 from some.
Yes.
Alright, Dimkin, you have extra gold in case Kale talks when he shouldn't. Kale, you know your assignment. You know the rules now, right? I believe in you, buddy. I love you. Be safe. We'll see you tonight, I guess. With that, I look at Sona. I'm like, all right, let's go fight. Why not?
Fine. And Sana starts dragging her feet towards the arena, just not wanting to die or kill anybody again right now.
You're supposed to like this, aren't you?
No! Sana yells up to the sky. That is not the vow I took. Mindless killing and dying is not my vow.
Alright, Sana, do you remember in the town with the brawling tavern when you were teaching Alaric how to fight and you're like, alright, look, I'm going to show you how first?
Yeah.
Alright, this has about as many consequences, so let's look at it like that.
And Sana kind of perks up and says, so Alaric probably shouldn't fight, but watch me fight first?
Alaric, ideally, Alaric should stay alive to see you fight because you are an example to him. Even if he's not alive, you can at least gain experience to show him how to do better in the ring.
Alaric says, I think they make the low levels fight first.
Hey, Alaric, do you want to be a servant?
No. Well,
Okay.
it's up to you, Sana.
Alaric, you lost last time.
Yeah.
So did I.
I zigged, she zagged.
Okay.
Still taste the axe right here.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Sana cracks her neck a little bit. You have to win so you can watch me fight. And again, the same prize can await you if you win, and I give you permission. Do you understand?
No. Oh, I think I do.
Okay, light bulb went on in the head. Good.
I used to you, Sarah, nodding like.
Okay, so you're gonna go in there and you're gonna do your damned best to win, and then you're not gonna go bet. You're not gonna drink. You're not gonna talk to anybody. You're gonna sit down in the stands and you're gonna watch me and Yosara fight.
Quietly. You're going to be quiet.
And you will not say anything. Okay. And as soon as our fight is over, whether we win or lose, you can proceed to your winner's building. And if you die, guess what? Come on, Alaric, guess. Yeah, if you get an axe in the face again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you get to do it again, Sana says.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, don't die, right?
Right.
Good. Now go out there and win. I'm watching from the sidelines.
Okay. Someone give me a d6 roll.
I got it.
And Alaric is going up against... you hear, "Go get him, brother!" as he's going up against Gransel, the sister of Heddle, staying in the stands, cheering on the brother.
Hansel and Gretel. Awesome. Okay.
No, it's Gransel and Heddle. It's not trademarked.
Oh, Gransel and
I'm gonna put that like.
I'm pretty sure that story's in the public domain.
I'm pretty sure that story is in the public
More
domain.
than 75 years.
Anyways, okay. So.
All right. So.
We'll see it, Alaric.
Yeah. Alaric, gets a 1 on his initiative, and Gransel goes first, charging in.
Of course.
You hear some slashing and bashing as they fight, and wow, a 2 versus a 3, as they're both embarrassing each other and themselves. A high roll of 6 on that one, as they are continuously whiffing.
Boo, you suck.
And then, all at once, Gransel makes a swing right at Alaric's face, and he ducks, does a counter swing, and beheads him, 2 versus 18, taking his head off in a single swipe with a miracle blow. It is so surprising, as he doesn't take off the entire head, he kind of makes his Pez dispenser out of him. But even Alaric is just like, oh! As he's getting sprayed with blood, he's now like, I'm winning! Sona, I'm winning! Still getting sprayed with blood as Gransel falls to the ground dead. He's like, I did it! And the crowd is now in love with him as they're feeling the first success of their warriorship through this young warrior. And the crowd goes ballistic with everyone going, I want to grab, because you don't buy it, because they're servants, who cares? Alaric immediately just like, I need to wash my, you know what, I'm just gonna wear this. And as he's coming out, getting high fives and cheers, grabbing beers, he's just like, can I go to the winner's circle? And everyone's like, accepted, yes. He's like, no, but seriously, can I go right now? And they're like, accepted, yes. He's like, I'd really like to go. Can someone walk me there?
Alaric!
Like, yes, somebody could.
Sana yells over the crowd, Alaric! Stop talking!
I think I...
Stop talking! Sana yells again.
Can I go there now? Accepted, yes, you should. You should be a man.
Sana yells again, shut up! Over the field.
Alaric gets quiet, and then he comes up to you very nervously and says, Sana, I have 4 gold left. It's not enough for another wager. What happens if someone asks me a question?
Alaric.
Uh-huh.
What did I tell you before you entered the ring?
I'm so sorry, but accepted, I don't remember.
No, it's obvious you don't remember, she says as she throws 10 gold straight at him. You were supposed to keep your mouth shut, whether you won or not.
Excited.
A warrior controls themselves and doesn't let their emotions control them.
I'm
No.
supposed to go to the winner's cottage. I'm about to lose control.
Oh, you think you're about to lose control? You sure about that?
No. I am in paladin control.
Sana rears her fist back and looks at him and says, "Are you?"
People start watching you to see if you're going to attack him outside of the ring.
And I'm just waiting for him to answer. He hasn't said it yet.
I'm going to put my hand on Sana's
Yes?
fist and put my other hand over Alaric's mouth and say, both of these things need to stop in this spot. Alaric, keep your mouth closed and go enjoy your bounty after you watch us fight.
After I
Do not,
okay, I'll wait.
do not talk the entire rest of the fights. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you asked before about running out of gold. Do you want to be somebody else's specific servant where we can't help you?
Accepted no. Sorry.
I hand him 10 gold and I say, then shut your trap or you're going to become mine.
Mm-hmm.
No talking.
Mm-hmm.
Only watching.
Mm-hmm.
Control.
Mm-hmm.
Get. Sana says with a sneer.
He runs away, quiet, walks up to the stands. People are like, do you want a beer? And he's just like, head down, just sits down like this. People sit around him and go to high five, and you just fixated on the fight, not just fixated.
Perfect.
Until we fight, at least once every 10 minutes, one of us looks over at him and says, good job.
Mm-hmm.
So Yosara and I enter the ring together.
Okay.
Before we enter, I have 2 things I want to try to do.
Okay.
I want to summon my pact weapon again.
No
So I have it
issues.
in my hand. And then can I cast mirror image on myself right before I enter the ring?
You can, yeah, you could.
Or at least try.
Mm-hmm. Now you got me doing it. Yes, you could. Are you guys going into the ring?
Yes.
And as you guys go in, seeing as how you're fighting tandem, people start betting on the fight. Yosara and Thunder. You are now in. As I run through most of my standard combatants, you will be up against, as you guys walk in, the announcer goes, and again we have the Throat Cutter and the Lost One versus, you know him, you love him, we all look up to him, Grand Elf! And it is a giant, heavily armored troll creature. And his partner today is... Oh, I've been looking forward to this one for a while. She hasn't fought for a bit, but she's ready to go. T-Poo! And everyone's like, oh, T-Poo. And it is this girl with a large orange brim hat. Sly little grin, and she just motions to you. She pulls out 2 small hammers, holding them in either hand. Roll initiative. Oh my god. Nice rolls.
Finally.
With that, you guys are up first.
I guess you're sorry. You're first.
Can I Eldritch Blast the troll from here? Or at least try to?
Yeah, it's within 120 feet. Go ahead and roll a d8. And as you raise your hand for an Eldritch Blast, it does fly out, flying into the wall, and everyone just goes, "Oh! She can cast the Lost One! Lost One! Lost One! Lost One!" And they start chanting your name, excited to see what you're going to do. Doing anything else?
Nope. I don't think I have any bonus actions right now.
I don't think so either. Na.
That's all I got. I can't do anything else.
With that, the Grand L. Oh, go ahead.
Armor of Agathis. Can I activate that? Or is that not going to work?
You can try, and as you do, it fizzles, costing you a spell.
Okay. I just was curious.
So go ahead and... Yep, no worries. With that, Tipu's up first, obviously, because she's way faster. She runs in. About 25, 30 feet from you, Sana. She looks at you and goes, "Oh, wait." And then gets into a defensive position. The Grand Elf charges in and then uses its action to charge even more, running into a barrel, large, heavy troll charge right at you. It's in motion, but it's not able to reach you. Sorry, you're up.
I'm gonna run off to the side and attempt to mind sliver the troll.
Okay, go ahead and roll Mind Sliver.
Isn't that a save? Is that a save?
It is. One of the new Tasha spells, right? No, it's an attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
that's
am
gonna
I
hit.
thinking of?
Go ahead and roll damage. And what's the effect of that one? Takes 1d10 fire, flammable object. So it does take fire damage. Is it just a damage spell? Or cantrip? Yeah. So as
we have it written here, yes.
As you hit it with some fire damage, its skin begins to burn. It, it got hurt. But yeah, you do smell that strange acrid smell that you smelled once before with the forest beast that could regenerate. And it has that smell, that same popping smell to it. Sana, you're up.
Sana is going to advance right up to him. Whatever you want to call it. And she's gonna try and hit with her longsword on her first strike.
Go ahead and attack. Yeah, that's gonna hit. No issues.
Okay, we're gonna do that on the first.
Might. As you feel that power charge through your body, you swing and do some amazing damage, spraying troll blood everywhere, cutting through its armor, hitting it in a spot where its armor does not cover. No issues.
And then I'm gonna roll to...
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Miss.
Yes.
So, description you have there is 1d10 fire damage for Mind Sliver, but even the damage die, you have a d6 psychic.
What did I do there?
So, the Tasha's description has intelligence saving throw or 1d6 psychic, and they subtract a d4 from saving throws until the end of my next turn.
Okay. I screwed that spell up. I had to build that one from scratch, and I must have built it wrong. So we'll just call that a hit, and it basically gets Bane, correct?
Yeah, 1d6 until the end of my next turn for saving throws.
Okay. Consider it baned. And we'll just keep the damage as is because it was within 6, so I'm not too worried about it. Good? Sorry about that. I'll rebuild that spell afterwards. That one wasn't in the books I have, so I had to do it from scratch. Anyway, Tipu, she takes her hammers and flips them from your perspective to be upside down, strangely. Pointing them at you, she smiles. Both of you give me a dexterity saving throw as you hear...
Oh, I didn't see it at all.
Not sure what you were doing. That saving throw does not save anything, and you take... Still not very high damage. You got really lucky on that one as you take 14 piercing damage. Yosara, you take... only 8 piercing damage as suddenly you're hit by something and it throws you off base for a second. Whatever that was terrifying and kind of painful. Tipu then takes those 2 little hammers, throws them, and pulls out 2 more hammers. The heavy Grand Elf makes its bite attack on you, Sana. And hit nat 20s.
Of course it does.
Biting into you, you feel some heavy damage on you. As it was successful on that attack, it then slashes you with its claws, missing as it's impacted on your armor, doing no damage. Yosara, you're up.
Can I Hellish Rebuke it immediately after the first
Yes,
one?
you can.
Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't do that right, sorry.
Oh, it's because it's a large creature. Its hitbox is weird. It does save with a nat 20. Go ahead and roll damage anyway. Some really great damage, but its save means it is halved, but it still does okay.
But
it's starting to show some pretty good signs of wear and tear.
Isn't it weak against fire, since that is a fire attack? Just out of curiosity.
It is not weak against fire, but fire prevents any kind of regeneration that it had.
Okay, just making sure.
Yosara, you're up. Also, I love this music, but in a battle, it might be a little slow for it. We have something a little bit more battle-y.
I was gonna say something when there was a moment, but there was never a moment to say anything.
No worries. Yosara, you're up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
While I'm going through the attack that the Tipu did against me was not a magical effect, correct?
Not magical.
Okay. I am just gonna continue to kind of focus fire, and I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast. Well, hang on. No, I'm gonna try to run up next to Sona and stab at the troll thing. I'm trying to get right next to Sona and stab the troll thing.
No worries.
My turn, or is it my turn? Sorry. Okay.
Yes. Once
No.
she
Why?
rolls the second damage.
Why, Kale?
One
Just
damage.
why?
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage as you slash into the Grand Elf Troll. That does some pretty good damage. It does additional psychic?
Sneak attack.
Yes, it does. The sneak attack hitting it. It is now bleeding pretty good, and it's hurting. It's hurting real bad. Hurting bad. Sana, your hope.
Why?
That's a miss. However, remember, if you get flanking, you would be able to make those attacks with advantage.
I didn't know that.
How to get flanking? Yep, if you are basically opposite of somebody else fighting your creature. And since you did not leave its attack range, you do not take an attack of opportunity, so you can make that again with advantage this time.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I'm learning new things.
No worries. anyone else, I would say tough luck, but you're fairly new at this. It's a good thing too, because that first one was a natty 1. Go ahead and roll roll damage.
I'll go ahead and smite from behind.
Boost up. All right, and feeling that same ethereal energy, you slashed into it so hard you feel the energy radiate through the creature and kill it exactly. It had exactly 25 HP left as you take down the large Grand Elf Troll. Tipu, looking a little nervous now, throws out those 2 hammers. Go ahead and make dexterity saving throws. Ooh, that is a fail. Sana takes full damage. Yosara, that's a succeed. Sana takes 15 damage with Yosara taking 9. And with that, you feel this slight pain in the back of your head, Sana. And it almost felt like a flick, like a tickle, almost playful, but suddenly you can't really feel your feet or your hands. Why do you taste copper? You fall to your knees and fall down. It's possible you could survive this. Yosara, you're up, as Tipu has shot Sana in the back of the head.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Tipu from here.
Okay. You fire, and it goes wide, slamming into the wall.
I'm then gonna just run 30 feet backwards.
Doesn't Eldritch Blast have 2 bolts?
It does at level 5 if you're level 5 Warlock. It is one.
I thought
I level
cantrips. Yeah, I thought cantrips scaled off of player level, not class level.
Oh shit, you might be right. Let me double check
Do
that.
they?
I'm gonna feel really stupid if they do.
I'm gonna be excited.
I genuinely thought it was class level.
I did too.
I think we talked about this at one point. Eldritch Blast.
I've just always assumed it was class level. I've never actually
You
checked.
reach higher levels. It does not state, so I will go with yes. It is higher levels, not class level. Okay. I genuinely did not think it was that way. So yeah, you should be taking 2 Eldritch Blast shots. So I'm going to give you 2 on this round, including 1 bonus one that you didn't get to take at some other point in your fighting career. So you can make 2 attacks right now with Eldritch Blast. And as you go, click, it misfires. However, that one does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. What kind of damage is it? It's force damage, right?
It's force damage.
Okay. Good eye on that one, Dimkin. I genuinely have not been playing that my whole career, and now that I've actually read it, I realize that I must.
Yeah, I had that sudden moment where I went, "Wait a second."
Oh, good job. I appreciate that. She then runs into you, getting close, dropping her 2, pulling out her last 2. You hear, go ahead and make 2 dexterity saving throws, the second one with advantage.
This motherfucker is really doing things that I can't dodge with my mirror image, too.
That fails. The second one you do get advantage on. You take 15 damage and 3 that was with advantage. As the second one you take, wow, minimum damage almost, but it is enough as you take 2 more shots to the chest. You feel the hot lead in your ribcage.
Hang on.
Tipu, go ahead.
Sona was... Oh, she's after me. Never mind.
Do what?
I know, but if you would have gotten like two 20s or whatever, you might have woken up.
Do you wake up at 1 HP, or do you just...
That is only if you roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
No, you're after me. I said you're after me. I thought you were before me, and that's why I said hang on, and then I realized you were right after me, so
And even though Tipu is out of guns, Tipu walks up and gives you both a dignified ending as Tipu pulls a short dagger and stabs you both, ensuring that you die in the glory of the ring.
As we're still serving drinks, apparently, I'll turn to Kale and say, I think we need to leave as soon as we can. We could always
Alaric just goes, "The fuck was I supposed to learn from that?" Followed up by, "Accepted what not to do! Booyah!" And Alaric hands off his 10 gold. Followed up by putting his bloody hands over his bloody mouth and running towards the winner's cottages.
Does Alaric have 10 gold?
Yeah.
He did, because he made it off of Sana and...
Oh, yeah.
Accepted, yes!
It's up to you if that was meta or not.
No, that was...
Would Kale see Gresh around?
Yeah, Gretch is over directing traffic with his, "You go there, you go there, you get them more drinks, you refill the cask."
Hey, Gresh, first of all, swallow or spit it out. Like one of the two. But second, question for you. That bald gal that let me escape, what was her name again?
Accepted. The Kurgan.
God, you tricked me. I didn't even realize. The Kurgan.
She was a good fighter. Her loss was noticed and disappointing.
Yeah. So I remember last night you were telling me that I was going to be your servant or whatever, so I'm here to serve.
It's no fun when you offer. I'll take all your gold and make you my servant.
That's not the way it works.
Flower, I hate you so much.
I just play by the rules.
Those rules will come back to bite you again, Flower. I remember last time you still owe. You still owe!
I don't think that's true.
He runs away excitedly.
Okay, Operation... what do we do, Duncan?
We need to get out of here quickly, and we can come back for your friend another time. But we need to get out of here before any more issues pop up.
I've been doing a lot of running, and you run, Dimkin. That's fine, but I can't let anybody else suffer because of my screw ups. So I gotta see this one out. I'm sorry. Goodbye. And Kale is gonna run after Gresh.
As you run after Gresh, you pass a body that's been bifurcated by some sort of an axe. A large Aarakocra holding an axe, and people patting it on the back, and the Aarakocra just kind of waves as you see it's Iris's body that has been bifurcated by this Aarakocra. And as you walk by this, you just hear, "Nice job, Obsidian. Way to go."
Oh no! That sounds so familiar. I think I knew that guy.
That was the player of Kale's character from another campaign.
Nice.
Okay, never mind. I gotta go back.
As you're running,
confirmed.
As you're running back and forth, two warriors approach you, Kale. One is the creature that fought the other day. The other one is one that you haven't seen before. It's a man. Narrow, black eyes, cowboy hat, slide smile, rapier, swashbuckling, shield on his back. He's the one who speaks, not the creature, and goes, "Excuse me there, servants. I hear a strange rumor that tells you owe some money from the last time you were here. First off, I don't care that you left.
Yasara, music?
Pay our debts here."
Or sauna music.
Yeah.
I'm
We
mixing
can do
up
that
names.
music. I kind of like it. I was all pumped up.
Okay.
You owe money. And whether you left or not, you still have to pay. That'll be 10 gold. And Gretch goes, "No, it was more than that. You don't understand." No. All wagers are 10 gold. He owes you 10 gold. No more, I don't think.
It breaks me to do this, but okay. 10 gold.
And Gress goes, "Fine." He takes the gold. Just remember, the Kurgan's spending 10,000 in the bath because of your 10 gold. He walks away.
Hate them. And Kale will continue or resume his vow of silence until the next morning.
The next morning, Yosana,
It's fine.
Yosara,
I'm done.
Sana,
I'm done with you two. I'm done with you two getting our names mixed up. Just like, come on, guys.
I was trying to say them both together, and I didn't know which one I wanted to say first. Sarah and Yosana.
Oh my god.
Yosana.
No!
That's
Yosara and
that's my new
Sana.
That's my new ship name for you two. Yosana.
Yosana in the highest. You both wake up. This time, Yosara, you're relieved that it is a finger, not a toe in your mouth. Fortunately, it is Sana's, to which you both can discuss who is more grossed out.
Yeah, that was...
Iris, sitting on the edge of the bench, playing with her neat stomach. No marks, no scars. Just kind of fumbling with the little teeny tiny bit of a pudge roll that she has. She just looks at you. Goes, "All right. I'm ready to go."
Leaving. Good idea.
Glad you finally came around, Iris. Now, follow us and don't say anything.
And as you guys go to walk out, you pass a slumped over Alaric, who is sitting there, hands on his chin, got his kind of hood down over his head. He looks up at you. There's still tiny little bits of blood from earlier, and he just...
Does he have a mop on his hand?
A mop? No.
He's still a warrior.
Still a warrior. You still see the warrior sign.
Hey, look at that. He can actually listen.
Alaric.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lot
Leaving.
of money left?
What was that?
Do you have a lot of money left, Alaric?
Mm-mm.
Good.
Accepted, no. Sorry.
Nope, you already answered.
Leaving.
Sure.
Still no talking, Sana says.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna whip your ass when we get out of here. Sana says where you can hear her.
I'll do my best.
As you go walking out with him, two servants wheeling just carts, casks of ale. Two good-looking girls, fully clothed. One of them looks over at him and goes, "Hey there, warrior." And he quickly averts his gaze and walks faster, not saying a word.
Sana, having caught all of that, just kind of looks at them, looks at Alaric, like pacing ahead of her, and just...
Not speaking.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And she keeps walking after him, looking to find Dimkin and Kale.
He's disciplined.
You'd probably... I would be seeking out you guys, because I know it's roughly this time when you guys get awaken, let's put it that way.
We are awakened.
Kale and Dimkin.
And we run into Kale and Dimkin.
Got
The Kurgan! It's the Kurgan!
Her name is the Kurgan. Or that's her fighting name.
I'm so proud of you. You did it and didn't say anything else.
He asked one question and got his answer. And resolved his debt, apparently.
I realized I had a debt. I forgot that I had a debt, but it's fine. It's paid. Books are ballots.
The Kurgan?
The Kurgan.
And Alaric says, "Should we go?"
You're fine.
Rejected.
One more fight. You're not fighting, Sana says to Alaric, and you're not fighting, Sana says to Iris. Everyone else.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Hey?
Give me a minute to ask around, I guess.
Sounds expensive.
Others have taken chances not to engage. So could we.
Yes, I think you're only required to fight on the first day, but you're not forced to fight.
Fighting. Entering the ring. Requesting to battle. Kurgan. Next steps.
We need to check if we can challenge someone in the bath first.
I say, don't ask for permission.
Agreed. Just do it. We go
Just do it.
in. We demand that challenge.
This is the
We
kind
need
of
to
place.
answer
This is
that.
the kind of place that doesn't care
All right, then
about
you can
permission.
kill
Just
Alaric, Iris. You guys all stay near us. If Anna and I step in that ring and challenge the Kurgan, then you need to be ready that if something goes terribly south, you have the key and we leave.
Just a heads up. You will not win.
It doesn't
If you
matter.
fight it.
Goal
I know, but I just want you to be prepared.
Goal is not to win. Goal is not to
Yes.
win. Goal is to free as you wanted them free.
Also, as has been said multiple times, all wagers and what you told us was said to you, Kale, all debts. 10 gold. If we get her out to talk, we can clear her debt for 10 gold.
Seems reasonable.
Let's go for it.
Before we do this, who has the key to get to the next place?
This
Dimkins.
man with a history of holes in his pockets is not me.
Oh, it was me. I have a
I-
bad building.
I could
Yeah.
use a refresher on the route we're taking.
We're going to the Temple of Soon after this, Sana says with a groan.
Okay. We got a pit stop in Cinderland, then we're going to the Temple of Sun, then we're going to Solace's Sanctuary, then we're going to Titania's Prison, Red Sky, Char, the Slurp, and if all goes well, then we're getting the heck out of here.
Okay, you're right, Kale.
Dimkin, you don't have a history of holes in your pocket. I'm gonna take very sneakily as much as I can, take one of the fake keys out.
Kale,
Here.
can you drop that in chat just so anyone who wants it has it? Please.
I'll give him the key to the Temple of Soon because I have them all in the bag of holding.
Okay.
So Dimkin, you have that now.
Give me a second, more edits.
No worries.
And then Kale, you don't have a lot of money because you traded us your money to make sure that you could try to be under Grish's debt or whatever, but that got cleared from when you told us.
Also correct.
Do you want some of your money back?
Rejected, yes.
Perhaps we can deal with that when there aren't quite such stringent.
I mean, I understand the pressing circumstances. I just don't want to leave Kale with less than 10 gold in any situation.
Hey, I got 20.
Unable to give gold.
Okay, he has more than 10. Fine, good. We're good.
Okay.
That's all I cared about.
Time to go fight.
Alright, so Sona... Okay, you guys get as close to the edge of the ring as you can in case something happens. Sona, they have the key. We're gonna challenge the Kurgan. I'm saying that right.
We will die.
No, we don't even technically have to fight. We just have to get her to accept a wager and then tell her all debts are 10 gold, right?
I don't
And
think
it'll
that's
clear
how it's gonna work, but
That's right. So,
we're gonna try it.
anyone okay with that? Any objections?
Nope, let's go.
Alrighty, cool. It's a fighting day. We've all slept as much as we can, I guess.
Yep. It's still early. Let's go to the pits and make it happen, hopefully.
Okay. So what exactly are you guys doing?
We're gonna go to the pits and try to challenge the Kurgan, I guess.
We're gonna arrive at the pits, and upon seeing the squire, say, we wish to fight together against the Kurgan.
And he's you wanna hang on. And he runs away, and you see him run up to the man in full armor. A few seconds later, you see him reach that man, whisper, "What?" And before the first fight has even started, the man in metallic armor stands up and just says, "Attention everyone, we have a very interesting development. God, I love new people. It seems the throat cutter and the lost one wish to challenge somebody." And everyone's like, "Oh, cool, who are they challenging?" "They wish to challenge the Kurgan." And the whole crowd kind of goes quiet for a second. "Throat cutter, lost one, step out here. Feel free to get into the ring." And as you guys stand in the ring before...
Cast mirror image on myself.
What's that?
Before we walk into the ring, I have cast mirror image on myself.
Okay. He says, "Now, you want to fight somebody who's currently being punished in the bath. So...
We've heard she's the best. They're the best, sorry.
True, she's among our best, but the idea that we'd pull someone out of punishment for a challenge... Well, I can do it. I say we do it. However...
I mean, it seems like it'd make good sport for you people, right? Yosara starts trying to convince him.
And the crowd.
It works. But to make things more interesting, should you fail, one of you shall take her place.
Hang on, did you say should she fail or should he
Should you fail, one of you two will take her place.
Take her
I'll
place?
leave it up to you which.
Take her place or pay her debt?
Take her place in the bath, of course.
I volunteer as tribute.
Kale, you're a servant, you don't count.
I thought I would try.
Crowd kind of gets silent, leaning in.
Hey, Kale, don't hate me for this. I yell off to the side, look at Sona, and can we volunteer a companion that's not a servant to take her place?
No, not unless that companion agreed. That would be a little unfair to whoever it is.
Well, since she's such a world-renowned warrior, can we have 3 in this fight?
Kurgan up against 3? The crowd kind of goes wild. And you hear, accepted, yes, accepted, no. Oh my god. I suppose the Kurgan against 3 could be interesting.
We all like sport, don't we?
But if you're fighting for 3, then that means somebody needs to replace the Kurgan in the bath, win, lose, or draw. Iris just goes, yeah, fuck that.
I'm gonna quietly look towards Sona, Iris, and Alaric, where the 4 warriors like standing on the edge of the field. Look, this goes really south. We portal out of here, right?
Yes.
Healing or no? We don't care.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Healing in the arena automatically made a servant.
Servant.
Would that
Doesn't-
negate?
I don't think that negates replacing the punishment.
Fair. What if we
Hold
take?
on.
What
I am
if-
saying, if one of you goes down, heal and teleport and get out.
What if we take everybody with us?
That's what I'm saying.
No, what if we take
Kale?
the Kurgan with us? Like, we get them here, we accept now, and we take the Kurgan with us. I think that's what we should do. Not even engage.
Do that.
I think that's the plan. We just have to identify someone for their pleasure who's going to go in the bath.
It's
before
gonna
they
be me.
accept. I mean, Sona, calm down. It could be her, and I point at Iris.
Iris won't agree to that. Yeah. Shut
Fair.
up, you bitch. I'll accept for now.
I have a ton of choice either.
No, and I'm not letting you go back in there when you already experienced it once. Sana looks up and says,
Stop. 1 day and 10,000 is very different. I'm not letting you make another sacrifice in the Feywild just because you're used to it.
it's not anything that I'm not used to.
I
For
know.
me.
Reason.
Dying over and over again, at least let me hear their voices.
It won't be real, and you know that.
It's as close as I'll probably ever get.
You don't know that, and you can do so much more, and you're aware of that. Don't take the easy way.
We have to do something if we're gonna get out of here. With
Yes, I
the
know.
Kurgan.
We're working on it, okay?
And
But
Iris goes,
back to the...
all 4 leaving, but how do we leave when we have the Kurgan when 1 or 3 of us are dead?
Hang on, who said that?
Iris.
Go ahead, accept that, bitch. If you have the answer, I'll pay for it.
Alright. Accepted, Iris. We leave with the Kurgan because she understands we're trying to help her.
Yeah, but how when one of us is dead? What, are we just going to leave in the middle of the fight?
Exactly.
Well, that's going to go over.
If we have to, Kale and I can be ready to go in an instant.
We're not going to fight. Are you not getting that, Iris? We're going to bring the Kurgan out of prison and tell her we're getting the fuck out of here.
And what happens when she doesn't want to go?
If she doesn't want to go, then we peace out and she gets to go back to prison.
Dimkin, Sana says as she strides towards the edge of the ring. When the Kurgan arrives, can you message her?
No. I can't.
Does that not work?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Kale.
Yeah.
You remember the Kurgan before she went into prison. You remember her as Coco. You said coconut before or just Coco?
Coco, because she's got a bald head.
Gotcha. Was that an affectionate nickname?
Yeah, but I never actually talked to her because she scared me.
Alright, I hold out 10 gold towards Kale, and I'm still talking quietly, so not like a ton of people around us can hear, but
I got it.
why did she take your place?
I don't think she likes all the betting. I think she took pity on me, this sad sack getting taken advantage of. I think deep down she's good people. Or maybe not even so deep down. But I also know that she's a fighter, and so maybe Iris is right. Maybe she won't want to leave. Well, maybe we don't give her a choice.
I mean, we shouldn't give her a choice. When she gets here, we get out of here.
If she doesn't like the betting, I think I can convince her.
Well, we'll have to give you the time to talk to her, if anything. So one of us has to accept to go in her place.
That's fair. I look at Iris again. You?
Oh, fuck no. Y'all are gonna leave my ass here the moment you get a chance. Hell no. So we leave you do it.
We brought you this far, haven't we?
Yeah, okay, I'm not stupid enough to fall for that one. You're on your own. Plus, I don't even know who this person is. My brother's girlfriend?
Oh, no. My savior.
Usara, you know what we have to do. You don't like it, but if we keep talking around in circles, we're not going to do anything. And they might redact on the whole deal.
Sana, they're not going to back away from a fancy challenge, whether it be today or next week, and you know that. We might have to 5 more times to get there, but they're not going to back away from entertainment.
Yeah, but talking about it isn't gonna come on. I don't feel like we're gonna come up with another solution if we keep talking about it in circles. I mean, I can't think of another way to replace her position.
My experience with magic, particularly those with shunting people to different realms, if she wants to go, she can do so willingly, and if she doesn't, she'll resist the spell.
Look at that, Iris. We can take her or leave her, but we can take all of us out of here in the blink of an eye. You already tried to chop your brother's head off once. You don't really want to make an empty statement to try and help him this time?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but, yeah, whatever. Oh man, I could totally make up for that. What if I killed him here, just so I could be like, we're even, right, Kate? No, don't want to fight you outside of the ring. It'd be fun. How long do you...
Iris.
Okay. She holds out 10 gold. How long would I spend in the bath if I cut his head off right here as a servant? Someone's like, it's a servant. None. Accepted.
just staring at Iris to see if she's gonna make a move.
What? I'm only joking!
Iris.
Am I?
Accepted. No, you're not.
Yes, I was. I'm not gonna do it today. If nothing else, just to take your 10 gold short, man.
Okay. Make her a servant. Heal her. I healed Dimkin. We both got kicked out. We both became servants. Heal her. She becomes a servant. Then we get the fuck out of here.
Heal her, make her a servant, and make it worse for her?
Wait, I got it. No, you're right.
I'm not even sure we'll be able to heal her. Are you able to store spells in your... Is it a ring?
Sana's got it.
Wait, do you want me to heal all of us in the ring so that we all become servants?
No, well, no. All you gotta do is heal
Well,
the
what
Kurgan.
if I hit Kurgan? That's what I'm saying. If I heal the Kurgan...
If you heal the Kurgan, then she becomes a servant, which means she can no longer compete. If she wants to stay, that's going to ruin her life.
While they're discussing, I'm gonna walk away from the group as quickly as I can to the other warriors. Can I find Grish? Or not Grish, sorry. The what was he? The bugbear?
Yeah. Brick?
Brick. They were so close, damn it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Grish Brick, it's fine. He's dual fisting booze, and then as soon as he drinks 2 of them, he throws them aside, and 2 more are added to him. And he's got like 2 sets of servants set up, just like rapid firing this stuff.
Chug.
Yeah, like, bugbear chugging. So he's just like, oh hey, what's up? Yeah.
Hey Brick!
Yeah.
Well, just in case. How about the fight of your life?
Say what?
How about you come join me in the ring for the fight of your life?
Oh, who are we fighting?
We're challenging a very special warrior today. We're gonna try and bring the Kurgan out of the bath.
Oh yeah, she was high class. I'm only mid class. Maybe next time. Sorry, not allowed to challenge
You won't
her.
be by yourself, don't worry.
Yeah, but you can't challenge up. Wait, they're gonna let me fight high class? Gordy, can I fight high class? And Gordy's like, accepted. No.
Why would... Wait. Shouldn't it be that you can't challenge down so you're not beating down, but if someone of like a lower class could challenge a higher class?
Also, he fought me and Sona with luck, and we were high class.
No,
Rick
he
fought
didn't
me.
fight he fought Dimkin and Kale.
Who was the giant guy with luck that we fought then?
Grand Elf.
Kratos.
Or
No,
Kratos.
the Grand Elf was the second fight.
Oh. So you fought Tipu, you fought the Grand Elf, you fought the creature, and you fought Kratos.
Luke, the one with luck.
Luck.
Luck and the guy that was with luck. Who was with luck?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Kratos.
Kratos, okay. That's the giant guy I was trying. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so after a little while, you find Kratos, and there is flirting very intently with a servant.
Alright. Kratos, his name was? Sorry.
Kratos.
Okay.
Kratos. That sounds like something from a PlayStation game that could be copywritten, so definitely not that.
Kratos, with a G. How would you like to have a wonderful fight today? Something that'll go down in warrior history.
Yeah. Who are we fighting?
This feels silly because it's already happened once. We're gonna try and bring the Kurgan out of the bath.
Kurgan? You think we can win? Kurgan's beaten me like... all of them.
Yeah, but so far we've gotten the chance for the Kurgan against 3.
That's about fair. Who's the 3? Am I part of the 3?
You'd be part of the 3 if you agree to this.
Yeah, let's do it. We might stand a chance.
Alright, finish your drinks. Meet us in the ring.
Done. Slam. Let's do this.
As I'm walking back, I look at Sona, I'm like, look, We need a person. Iris is shit. We need someone.
He's not gonna agree to be the sacrifice, though. He'll fight with us. He'll gladly stand in the ring with us. But there's no way you're gonna convince him to say yes to going in the bath.
Just cross that bridge when you get to it.
That's the shit. That's the first thing they're gonna ask us when we get back in
Bridge
there.
is 6 feet away as you guys walk out. So are you guys walking out with you two and Great Os?
I bring Gratos over to our group. I'm like, look, okay, we have them on the ropes as far as agreeing to let us fight her. We have a way to get her out. We just need a way to get them to agree to let her out. Because, you know, look at all of us. We can win this.
Okay. Sounds great. What was the question?
We have to replace them in the bath if we lose.
Oh man, sucks for you two. Which one of you is going?
Oh.
We just need someone to.
We just need someone to agree, and we were thinking you would help us by agreeing so we could defeat the Kurgan.
Oh hell no! No. I did one stint in the bath an eon ago, and that was no thank you. I don't mind dying in battle over and over. I'm out.
Or finding someone who could.
You're a warrior. Just pick someone.
Wait, are you saying we could pick someone, not us, to take their place?
I mean, not a warrior.
So we could tell a servant to take their place, is what you're implying.
Yeah, these things don't mean anything, and he takes and slashes some random servant, and just lops their arm off, and the girl goes running around crying as her arm. I think she'll be fine in the morning, but it's gonna be a shitty day. I mean, she's got that many drinks to serve with only one arm. It's gonna be tough for her.
Okay.
Right, give us
Two birds with one stone.
We could
Pick
send
Gresh.
Gresh, yeah, we could send.
Give
we
us
could
a
pick
second.
Gresh.
Oh, fuck that guy. Is that the guy? Like, just spit it out already, or swallow
I
it. Come
know. Yeah, I agree.
Let's try it. You know what? I look back. We're all good on this idea?
Let's go with it.
Yeah, but here's the catch. You can't just punish someone for no reason. So, between you and me, here's the catch. You just got him to get him to owe you money.
We could do that.
Like, for any reason?
You're the Warriors' playground. Just make a reason.
Gresh! Yosara needs you!
Crest goes up. Yes, throat cutter. And the one.
Bring a flagon of ale for the both of us.
I will make sure that's done.
No.
Lower!
No.
No.
I said you bring me. And
He
a lost
quickly
one.
scampers off and grabs 2 flagons. He hands one to you. Looks at Yosara, not remembering if he was supposed to give it to you or just brought an extra one.
And Sana just kind of looks at Yosara.
I was supposed to get ale, wasn't I, Sona?
He hands it to you very quickly.
Gresh, you know Kale. And Sana points over
Yes. That wasn't a... No, that was not a wager. And you see several people walk by.
Gresh, you tried to take the last of Kale's money yesterday.
Just a few more minutes with him. I'll have it all.
That's a problem for us because we want that particular servant.
Well, then you just have to ask for him.
I don't like other servants messing with what the warriors want.
Why do you care about him? He's just, look at him.
He's my friend.
You're friends with a servant?
Accepted. He amuses me. That's 2.
He quickly pulls out 10 gold and goes to hand it to
2.
you. He pulls out 10 more gold and goes to hand it to you.
Gresh values.
You take it, right?
Gresh values.
10.
Kale
the
is
first
a
time.
servant.
Hang on. I take 10 the first time he hands it to me, and when I have to remind him about the second one, I turn back to the ring. I say, "This servant owes me money."
He goes to hand it to you again.
He tried to not give it to me.
It's right here! It's in my hand!
A warrior shouldn't have to remind his servant of his debts.
His hand starts trembling. He starts trying to physically place it into your hand.
Leave the servant to take the place of who we wish to challenge. Let him spend the rest of the Kurgan's time in the bath.
What? No, I did not. I did not agree to. Just take my money.
Are you? I will loudly proclaim. Are you challenging the authority of a warrior? Very loudly.
No, accepted. No.
Accepted. It sounded like he was to me.
Judges? And several people kind of go.
Hey!
Sana steps
And
forward.
his eyes just go wide and he starts trembling.
I saw this servant deny payment to my warrior friend.
Now we have a new replacement for the Kurgan. If she should survive this battle, let us have our challenge in peace.
With
And
the
Kratos
3.
just goes like, "Oh my god, fine, let's do it! As long as we can fight! This is so boring and forever taking!"
Exactly, Kratos.
And all the other warriors are like, "Yeah, seriously, let's do this! I want to see the fight! Yeah, fight!" And Kratos and he looks at you, Flower, and his eyes lock. He just goes, "You did this!"
Max, I got something for you. It's just in my pocket. Let me see.
Grush scampers away and disappears. Meanwhile, Kratos pulls out his blades. He's like, "Let's do this, bitch!"
Sana looks expectantly up at the warrior that's been in charge. Do you accept these conditions?
Huh, what? Yeah, fine. Let's do this. I want to see the fight. Of course.
Bring the Kurgan out,
Yeah.
Sana says confidently.
Yeah. Wanted to see her for a while. After 20 minutes, they all come back and go, tomorrow morning?
And Sana just kind of tilts her head back and says, "You didn't go ahead and extract the Kurgan from the bath. Of course not. Why would y'all do that when we were already making the Rager first thing in the morning?"
I mean, to be fair, you had about, 7-8 minutes to figure it out, so...
Sure. So tomorrow morning, this entire wager stands?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh my god, seriously? I cannot wait. I want to see it right now. Kratos, am I doing the honors? And Kratos is like, "Yeah, no problem." Everyone, this is just because I am so damn excited. And Kratos just lops his head right off. Because he doesn't want to wait until morning.
He lops his own head off?
Well, Kratos does it for him, but yeah,
Wait.
right there in the middle of everywhere, as he agreed, it was fine. He just didn't want to wait. It wasn't an attack, it was welcome.
It's like going to sleep.
Okay, wait.
Exactly, it's like, putting the day fast forward.
That works with everybody here, right?
Kratos is like, yeah.
Cool. All right. tomorrow morning we're on. And I sort of like hustle the group off.
And right then, as you do that, you feel 2 hands on your hand. No, bitch! And it's Iris. I challenge you!
Can Sana step up and shove Iris away and said, I challenge you.
I challenged her first!
No, bitch. You and I have a score to settle because you ran at our last battle. Our last one-on-one, you ran.
Let's do this. Dusk Hunter versus Throat Licker.
Over Iris.
Oh.
If you're going with chronology, we challenge someone first and you're cutting in the middle of it. Let's get through that.
You're challenging tomorrow. I want to do this today.
You want to die today.
I want to kill you today. I'll see you out there. One of you. I don't care which one. One-on-one. She walks out there just like, hey, I challenge either Throat Cutter or the other one. The one who lost one.
Sana looks at Yosara.
I look at the judge, whoever's like presiding over the ring. This will not affect our challenge that's set for tomorrow, correct?
No problem.
Can't hear you, cut out.
Oh, you hear accepted. No, that's tomorrow's problem.
Sana looks at Yosara. May I?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Sana, you've had 2 chances with her one.
Damn it. Fine, but if you fail, I'm gonna go kick her ass.
Alright, but if I fail, ask permission first and kill Kale so he pops back up tomorrow and Grish can't get him to do anything.
I'll go kill Kale now then. Sana says as she turns around and starts walking towards Kale.
Some of you, this is not personal, this is for our own safety.
Iris just watches as, what do you do?
Kale, you want it in the throat?
Yeah.
The eye or the stomach? Heart area.
I've never
Heart,
died before.
Throat.
You've all died. Oh, God. I just want to say, Iris, I thought that we were, like, making progress, but it turns out you're still just a shit. Go for the heart.
And, like, she kind of, like, pushes his shirt back and then pulls out her sword and just right into his chest. With no preamble. And then she just pulls it out.
Just for flavor here, hold shift, roll damage.
Wait, just roll damage from my longsword?
Just double click damage, yeah. Right, holding shift while you do it, yeah. Yeah, you stab him and he's still alive and just like, sword in chest.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said it was gonna be quick. Oh, this is the most painful thing I've ever felt in my life. Oh God, how do you do this every day?
That's him.
Yeah, go ahead. You can keep going, Sana.
Twist the sword.
I think you missed. I think you missed. You gotta hit him right there.
And then Sana proceeds to just continue to whack on Kale until she actually kills him. Just slowly just say, I love you, I'm sorry, you've gotta die, this is how this has to be.
She's carved a heart-shaped hole.
This is one of those, go to sleep kind of moments.
Yeah, exactly.
After...
We're gonna have kale heart kebab today.
After 7 stabs, he's dead, but you do 2 or 3 more just for
prosperity's sake.
Yeah, just for prosperity's sake.
I'm so sorry.
I love you very much. This is for your own good. Oh, I think he died now.
Alaric has some popcorn in hand and his mouth just open.
Okay.
Alaric, like, see, this is why you should listen to Sana.
You know, I love Kale, but I'm gonna be honest. And she looks at Dimkin. That was really therapeutic. Hey, Dimkin. You know, you're a servant too, right?
You hear dibs as Iris slashes at you. Are you accepting it, or?
Iris, I will...
It's not going to make a difference. You're a servant.
I'll attempt to sidestep.
Does a like 23 hit?
It does.
I forgot how much damage she does.
I'm pretty sure she can't one-shot me, but
it's not gonna one-shot you.
Sana immediately just growls and proceeds to.
It's like 8 damage.
So Sana immediately just like growls and hip checks Iris out of the way and proceeds to stab Dimkin like with no preamble. She's like, he's my friend. I'm killing him.
And then you hear Kratos go, cleanse it! And he throws daggers into random servants, and people just start running in, massacring all of the servants. Just
if you're gonna at least finish the job.
Hold on, Dimkin. I got you. Hold on. And she throws 2 to 3 more strikes at him, just trying to make sure he dies.
On some, as Iris is slashing at the mangled body and covered in blood, Iris looks at you and just therapeutic. Thank you. I feel closer to you.
While that was happening, Yosara's gonna walk over and take the key out of Dimkin's pocket so no one else gets it.
And as you pull it out of his dead body, it vanishes in your hand. And
hey, at least we know nobody can steal from me.
You get the feeling that you're unable to loot a dead corpse or loot another body in this place.
No one else is gonna get it. Hey, Sana, do you want to watch me attempt to kick Iris' ass?
Duh, of course. Let me see something here, Yosara.
Let's try it. And making sure I have my packed weapon on before I step into the ring, and casting mirror image on myself before I step into the ring.
As you walk out towards the ring, some random intestines splat right beside you that were just on the wall of some poor servant that got just obliterated. You gotta step over a couple of limbs before you get out there. And Iris, a few feet behind you, going off in kind of a 45-degree angle, pats you on the back and just goes, I've been really looking forward to this, and I'll kill you quick, but it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna look at Sona and be like, hey, you can be loud, make them all pay attention.
And Sana nods her head and then very boisterously yells out, everybody, pay attention! We have a challenge in the ring. Stop slaughtering for just one moment as the lost one fights the Dusk Hunter. Just very loudly.
And you just hear, who accepted lost one Dusk Hunter a couple days ago? Like, worth it! Here's 10! And with that, as you square off against Iris, you go to roll initiative, she goes to pull weapons, and that's where we're going to go ahead and end things for the night.
Man, we got a couple of interesting fights coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the fact that Kale and I are canonically dead.
You'll be fine. You're going to survive and come back.
Because
Maybe.
now I can't get to you until tomorrow when we're all ready.
But it was great killing you both. Seriously, like, very, very therapeutic stabbing your bodies repeatedly with my longsword. Not gonna lie.
It only hurt like a whole lot.
Yeah, but now you know how it feels. So you understand the pain that we've been going through over the last couple of days. So, glad you got to experience that.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay.
All right. We will be back next Wednesday about the same time. So I hope you guys will catch us then. Thank you guys so much, and y'all have a wonderful evening.